Hello everyone, welcome back to more Slay the Spire. Just gonna be going on the rotation of characters again today, doing some A20 runs, trying not to lose as badly as we lost last time. Last time, we were learning a lot, remembering a lot. I think, hopefully, it'll make me do a little bit better. And we're good, okay, cool. Just making sure audio works. Alrighty. 14 max HP for 99 gold. Not the worst, not the best. Colorless card could be okay. I don't like any of these options, really. These are all kind of subpar in my estimation, but that's fine. We'll just choose colorless. And you know what? I mean, Finesse is not like the worst card. Madness could in theory do something interesting for us, but it's unlikely to really come up that much, so I think I'd rather just finesse. And let's take a look what we're going. Guess I should have looked at the boss first. That's mistake number 1. Alright. Plenty more to come, don't worry. So we like combats. We like at least attempting an elite fight or two. I mean, we're forced to do an elite, but thankfully it's later in the act rather than earlier, so we have a bit more time to prepare. We could theoretically do a triple elite path, but that's a little sketchy for the likes of me. The elite this early just is sometimes problematic, but it's after 5 fights. Maybe it'd be okay. I kind of like getting early upgrades too, depending on what we see, so I think either way I'm going to be going up this path. Then we'll make a judgment call at the time. Not a terrible start. Getting some damage in when they're just getting ready to go is not bad. And if we draw 3 strikes this turn, we win. Hey. Got it. Healed from that fight. Always a good start. So True Grit tends to be a better card later game. This could be a call for Perfected Strike. It's not the best card. It's one of the worst archetypes to build into, but you know what? We can have fun with it. And hey, it does something here. Not bad. So usually I like to take a damage card early. I think that tends to work better for me in the early parts of the Slay the Spire runs. We can take a Twin Strike here. I mean, Flame Barrier also not bad in terms of a block card. We do probably want block cards, but Twin Strike does make our Perfected Strike slightly better, which maybe is worth something here. Unlike this turn is pretty bad, but oh well. I guess I could have eliminated this guy. That would have been better than the 1 block. Alright, time to make sure we actually pay attention in this game. So what I want to do here is still probably defend this time. We'll do a strike. As long as we don't take too much damage, we'll be okay. And we already have lethal, so good. Still wasn't too bad. I like Battle Trance a lot. Shrug It Off is a good card as well if we want block. Battle Trance isn't doing too much for us right now, but it will be probably pretty beneficial later. Shrug It Off will do a lot for us right now. So perhaps I should build for the now and worry about later. I'd like not to lose early, I guess, is my thought process here. So let's try that. Taking only 5 damage, we can still heal 1 on this combat, as long as things remain somewhat even. In fact, if we somehow draw Perfected Strike this turn, no such luck. However, we do get to do a full block and get some damage in there thanks to the Twin Strike. And then we have the full amount of damage needed. Alright, that Twin Strike was a good pickup for us, it looks like. We don't have any Rupture Synergy just yet. It's hard to pick it up before you get synergy. I think that's generally not a good call in this game. I don't actually hit another Shrug It Off either. Warcry unupgraded, not super interesting. We don't have Exhaust Synergy either just yet, so I'm fine picking up this other Shrug It Off. I think Shrug It Off is a very good card. And then we'll move up, and we get to face some slimes. Okay, so we don't have any tech for slimes, really. We just sort of have to deal with it. We'll take out the highest HP one. And probably take a good bit of damage on this fight. Because slimes just hit pretty much every turn. But, I mean, we're only taking 4 so far. I mean, it could be worse is what I'll say. So if we get it vulnerable on you, deal 6 damage, this will also deal 6 damage, so it won't quite be enough. Now we get to full block. I guess we'll put the vulnerable on you so we can maybe win with a strike next turn. So a twin strike wins here, and then this technically blocks more damage than eliminating one of them. So I think I'm okay to do that. And honestly, for this kind of fight, I'm not upset with the damage we just took. Like, we barely took anything because we're going to heal up. So, all in all, not too bad. Perfected Strike, proving its worth. Okay, it's actually a pretty interesting option. Flex isn't a terrible card. For a somewhat aggressive deck, we're not like super aggressive. I like Infernal Blade a lot as a card. Thunderclap is decent AoE. I'd like to pair it with another source of AoE if we had the chance. Vulnerable is pretty good, but it's never going to get like a second stack of Vulnerable, right? So I think I'm going to go for Infernal Blade, and we'll just roll the die. Now, do I feel up for an Elite? Not really. I think we could really benefit from some upgrades before we try to do some Elite hunting. We're at some good HP right now. I'm going to upgrade this Perfected Strike, even though it might honestly be better to ditch it in the long run. I don't know if I actually want to draw just yet. Maybe we chill out. Infernal Blade. I don't hate the use of a pot this early. We could just not take damage. That'd be nice. Yeah, I think healing up this fight for the cost of a potion, that was alright to me. Rampage, I'm not really interested in. We could take the Flex now. It does synergize somewhat with our Twin Strike. Potentially could synergize with Infernal Blade, you never know. It's unupgraded, so it's not that good. Usually upgrading it makes it quite a bit better. Could have gotten the block upgrade card. Maybe we should have taken the block attack, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it more. But we're going to upgrade this Infernal Blade. It'll work better with Flex that way. And how do I feel about Regal Pillow? I mean, our HP is fine right now, but if we ever have to rest, it might be good. I could take the Sapphire Key now. Then we don't have to worry about stuff later. I think I'm going to do that. And we could go the one Elite path or the multi-Elite path. One Elite path also comes with all combats, so more chances to look at cards, plus another upgrade here. I gotta say, that's kind of tempting right now. I don't feel... I feel like we could handle a Gremlin Knob fairly well. I think I think some of the other enemies could be a little bit spicy. So, we'll go for the one Elite path. Just play it ultra super safe as it stands. And they're just gonna hit us kind of hard. Infernal Blade. We can get a Flex going. Okay, do we have the damage? We probably do. Excellent. Thanks to Flex right there. Not gonna pick up a second Flex. Definitely not picking up Clash. I don't hate Intimidate. I'd rather get an Intimidate Plus, but we could manage that, right? If we really wanted to. Smithing Bash might be pretty good for us, having more turns of Vulnerable. Less turns we have to rely on Perfected Strike showing up at the right time. And we face Gremlin Knob. I think we're actually pretty well suited to handle Gremlin Knob, although this is an unfortunate draw. I don't honestly know which is more damage in the long run, playing this Perfected Strike right now, or playing this Bash into Strike. Really could depend on what Infernal Blade grabs us. I don't know. I'm going to take a guess. This is one of those times where my inexperience is going to be showing. And then we'll try to get as much damage in as possible. Draw through our deck a little bit. Then Infernal Blade, show me something. Heavy Blade, not quite as much damage as I would like. But we do have the opportunity for more attacks. Oh, we're so close. Okay, I'm gonna drink the potion, just not take a big hit here. Meat on the Bone would have been fine with a big hit anyways. Okay, so we get an interesting option here in Juggernaut. Or, because we just upgraded our Vulnerable Bash, we can perhaps take Dropkick here. Dropkick I like as a card as well. Juggernaut synergizes somewhat with Stroganoff. Not a bad card in general. I tend to like it. We don't have any other block synergy just yet. I think I'm going to take a Dropkick, keep our deck going a little bit aggressive. And then, I mean, oh, I should have done this first, but it's fine. Eliminate an enemy right away. And then eliminate an enemy right away. Perfected Strike, paying off. Okay, so we can take another strike here. I actually don't hate the idea of it, despite it being worse than Hemokinesis in many ways. We upgrade our strike, right? We'll gain the 5 max HP right now, and we'll see what we end up fighting. Okay, what we end up fighting is just gonna deal a lot of damage to us. Guess I could have eliminated one of them, but we're fine. We haven't taken any real damage just yet. And I can apply weak to everybody. Alright, so you're out. Then you'll go out later. We're still going to take a fair bit of damage. But we heal. So, it could be worse. Sword Boomerang did not hit who I wanted it to hit, but that's fine. Gonna wait for our next big card. Hey, hey! Good day? It is a good day. Alex Sand, hope you are doing well. Alright, we don't really have an Act 2 deck, we have an Act 1 deck. And that's largely made to the decisions I made. I'm like, so, as opposed to last time I played, I'm more on board with trying to test out how playing early works and how we expand into Act 2. That's mainly what I'm trying out in an attempt to get better. Last time I was trying to take a lot of late game cards early, and that wasn't really working out, so we'll be doing this. Seeing red has some utility. I mean, on turns where we get Perfected Strike and Bash, we'd be happy to see it. Otherwise, I mean, sometimes it's nice with Shrug It Off. Get a little bit of extra block in there. We have enough draw to make use of seeing red, I guess, is what I'm saying. Rupture, we don't have synergy for. We could have taken a Hemokinesis, but we don't have that right now, so I'll take the seeing red. And we're definitely going to Smith. We have a ton of health. Could take more damage. Could take an upgraded Flex. I actually don't hate upgraded Flex. It gets better the more you use it here. Okay, we did draw at least something slightly okay this turn. Gonna get slimed, unfortunately. We get a drop kick for free. And are we gonna split them this turn? Maybe. We don't have our Shrug It Off. We could do the weakening this turn, right? 45 damage is a big hit. We could potentially do an even bigger hit next turn. Like, we could just strike, block this turn, get them even lower. It's not terrible. When we use Split the Slime is pretty important, so I don't mind not taking the 45 damage this turn and hoping for a oh, I should have played the block. Okay. Need to slow down my play just slightly here. Yeah, I think we'll strike him down this turn, though. That's good. 22 HP is pretty good. Hey, hope you are well as well, Daku. I'm just having a good time playing some Slay the Spire. Alright. This fight shouldn't really be too much more of a problem. Enemies are going to have 1 HP left. We don't have a problem either way. So I think we made pretty good calls here. And let's see. So no real synergy with Brutality just yet. We could take a Berserk. It's a interesting card. Our deck could use a little bit of energy, but I think the double tap is actually going to be the best for us right now. Ooh, and then whenever you lose HP, draw a card's pretty dang good. Burning Blood gives you 12 HP. I'm not that interested in it, especially because we have meat on the bone. Slaver's Collar is not bad as well. Energy, when you really need it during the elite and boss fights, is good. But I think I'm going to try Runic Cube. Got migraines? Ooh, sorry to hear that. I hope you feel better. And I hope my voice is not grating. Alright, so we got triple elite path if we want to. I don't know how we fare in the second act. My suspicion is we're going to start to run into problems because I, again, built for a much earlier Act 1 success, which we had, and now I just have to find a way to turn that into an Act 2 success. We have a fair bit of money, so we could spend at a shop early. I don't hate that idea. We could visit another shop too. Do a 2 elite path potentially, or maybe if we're feeling really strong, we go up towards the burning elite. I like that idea at least. Alright, I'll double tap this bash. See what we can get out of it. Are you going one by one through the different characters? I am. That's the plan anyway. And then I guess we'll play all of the cards. Alright, we get to draw an extra card. Yeah, so now we were really... Next thing that we need to pick up is going to be energy. Do we have the damage, even if I upgrade? So we have 14 plus 18. That is, in fact, 32, right? So 32 is more than 31, so I should just play this. Alright. Glad we did the math there. Don't have to take a ton of damage. Who's our boss? Maybe Disarm could be pretty good against the boss. Unlikely. This boss usually kills you via Hyper Beam. Dual Wield can have some major bonuses later on. We're not exactly in the best state to use it just yet. Something fun is you can dual wield a copy of your Infernal Blade, which could be pretty sweet. Or your Infernal Blade like attack when it costs 0. I think it still costs 0, but I honestly don't remember. So, Disarm is generally good. It's very good against the heart. So you can buy you a whole turn against the heart by itself. I think I'm going to take Dual Wield. So it's a rare Dual Wield situation for me. Don't often take that card. Seeing red, good timing. We can shrug it off. And then we do want to probably try to eliminate these guys as quickly as possible. If I had them in 30 attack range, I'd feel a little bit better about it. We could potentially draw a flex on Perfected Strike turn as well, so let's mitigate damage. We also might opt to Explosive Pot. Okay, so Infernal Blade. Unfortunately, we get Rampage, which isn't super good. Now we can't double tap the Perfected Strike here. So, what's the right call? Double tapping Rampage is kind of funny, by the way. I think I like just throwing the Explosive Pot, then simplifying our situation, hopefully not losing our hard-earned gold. We don't want them to take that from us. We earned that. Well, we're going to take some damage, that's for sure. Unfortunate that we drew Intimidate this late, but so it goes. Alright. Then we could take Combust. I mean, we are lacking, like, meaningful AoE. This doesn't help us too much right now, especially unupgraded. It's not super interesting to me. Double Tap Rampage, as we were just alluding to, could actually have some benefits, but we're not, like, getting this back with Headbutt or anything at the moment. So it's a little less interesting. I don't know. This also could just be a skip, unless we want to start building into damaging ourselves. Which Combust could do. I think I'm going to skip it, though. We don't have the right deck for it just yet. Bottle Flame could be interesting. Okay, Dark Embrace is kind of one of those cards that solves a lot of problems, so we probably want to take it. If we take that in combination with Second Wind, we might be in for a good time here. And then we could pick up a Lee's Waffle too. A big heal doesn't hurt us. In fact, it helps us. Could take the Sentinel as well. Sentinel's actually like pretty good with Second Wind here. Okay, a lot of health is also pretty good. Now again, removing a strike is less good than normal. It does weaken our perfected strike, but I think that's still what we're going to be doing. I'm going to take a Lee's Waffle. Well, we'll say that health is a good resource, and if we're feeling really healthy after this next fight, well, we'll see what happens. 14 damage straight away, huh? Alright, well, you're no fun. We didn't get our big block cards, unfortunately. This is not a particularly good turn. But we have a lot of ways to draw, so we really want to find anything that gives us energy. Ooh, this is also pretty interesting. Fiend Fire's pretty darn great. I think I'm just gonna do a Fiend Fire. That seems solid. Yeah, then we'll just Perfected Strike. And, I don't know, attack that guy who's gonna try to heal. Alright, you're just gonna hit us for 17, because you buffed strength twice early. Well, I should have maybe done that in a slightly different order. Alright, either way, we're gonna win. No big deal. Double tap Perfected Strike. Decent combos. Another Infernal Blade. I don't dislike it. We could pick up a Twin Strike as well. Spot Weakness is actual scaling. We might want that for the future. I like generally a Spot Weakness, and do I feel strong enough to handle the Burning Elite and just this path in general? There is a Campfire if the Burning Elite ends up being really, really devastating. Otherwise, we don't really have gold for the other shop up here. Could just face a single Elite path. I don't know, let's try to be bold, and if it doesn't pay off, then, I mean, that's how it goes. Not necessarily a bad thing. Alright, we get to deal some damage. Not the most exciting turn. Perhaps there was a better way I could have solved for that. This guy is a big pain. I don't like this plant. This plant is basically an elite in my eyes. Okay, random attack. We get Clothesline. So we do get to weaken them. Second Wind isn't actually going to get us all that much block. But it might get me enough to feel a little bit better about the situation. Okay. We're not taking too much damage at least. Okay, now they're going to try weakening us again. That's a-okay. We've got a Perfected Strike. We've got a Twin Strike. The fight's done. Do I want to take a flex? Don't hate Ghostly Armor either. If we do have to let it go, it still draws us a card sometimes. Don't really see the need for another flex. Could take the Body Slam, but it's unupgraded, so I'll take the Ghostly Armor. And we'll see how this Elite goes. I'm going to use my potion straight away. We don't want to underestimate Elite fights. Even if it ends up being unnecessary, probably still worth trying to do. Alright, and they get regen, which is unfortunate for us. Being weakened and frailed on this turn could hurt badly. Yep, and it did. And it did. Okay. They have 25 HP. So we actually can't knock them down this turn, most likely. But we do get to draw our weaken. That saves us a lot of damage. I suppose we could defend a little bit further. We're not really going to do meaningful damage here because of the regen, unfortunately. Okay, so at least get a spot weakness. Start to deal some decent damage. Maybe should have Second Wind. But we get weakness on this guy. He's going to buff himself and then have to summon. So that's all good for us. We'll get vulnerable in there, and we'll start striking. Hopefully he doesn't attack us this very next turn. Okay, yeah, he goes for the buff. That's great. We may just want to take the 10 damage, potentially. And just go for the win next turn. It's fairly likely we get there. Yeah. Almost guaranteed, actually. Perfect. We took a lot of damage, but that was an upgraded elite fight, so winning that works well. There's our like 5th twin strike showing up this run. I don't actually hate it either. I mean, it does make that perfected strike just that much better. Juggernaut, we can start to think about more. I mean, it's going to get a lot better if we find the exhaust synergy card where we get block every time we exhaust a card. Juggernaut tends to pay off well there. And we have second wind already in the deck, so that's pretty good. I don't think any of these options are bad. All these options seem pretty good. So in that case, what do I take? We don't have energy just yet, which is what scares me about the Juggernaut. We might not get energy at the boss fight. It's rare, but it could happen. Or we might get an energy we don't want to take. But if we do get energy, I think we'd probably like to see Juggernaut. I'm going to take Twin Strike, though. That's going to be my out there pick. Alright, and then we have another elite fight coming up. A lot of cards to upgrade as well. I think it would behoove us to upgrade Dark Embrace, make that more playable by reducing the energy cost in it. Okay, and this is a really tough fight. Yeah, it's just tough. Oh boy, we're gonna take a lot of damage straight away here. Slavers are not messing around. If only we could have drawn somehow our Intimidate card. That would have been nice. Something about upgrading my hand, but it doesn't do a whole lot for us. So I think we just take the damage. And then try not to lose. Alright, finesse. I suppose we could have, we could head that back something we really want. I don't even know what that would be. We're likely playing a Shrug It Off here. Okay. Shoot. I really don't know. Perhaps finesse will end up being good for us. We get up to our block potential that we needed to. And we'll draw more cards. Well, no, we won't draw more cards because we don't have the power up just yet. Alright, so I don't want to die, ideally. That'd be a nice thing to do. We have a defend that blocks for 8. They're doing 21 damage. We'll have 23 health, just barely. That would be like if I don't play Dark Embrace. Can I afford not to play Dark Embrace, though? I feel like that's not true. Choose an attack or power. We could put a second Dark Embrace in the deck. There's an argument to put another copy of Dropkick in the deck, actually. Dropkick can be pretty good. Might actually be our way towards salvation. Oddly enough. I guess I should take down the Taskmaster, but I don't really have much choice. Okay. Oh, did I not play the power? I thought I played the power. I was supposed to play the power there. This might just be where our run ends, and by might be where the run ends, I mean, it's almost certainly where the run ends. Yeah, we just couldn't quite get there. The double elite fight ended up being a bit too much for us. And we had an Act 1 deck, right? We were trying to transition, but it didn't quite work out. Let's try out the Silent. Wasn't terrible. Try as the Ironclad. Felt pretty okay. Enemies in our next 3 combats have 1 HP, wouldn't be bad. Could obtain a random rare relic, is also very fun. I don't mind 99 gold for a random rare relic. Let's take a look at our combat paths. We might just get a relic anyways. Ooh. Okay. There's a very questionable path, but we could try going for this Burning Elite straight away. Getting that out of the way, then a Campfire could be pretty good. Sometimes it do be like that, sometimes it do. How it goes. Wasn't bad though, honestly. Okay, I think we're gonna try the combats have 1 HP. We're gonna go for the Burning Elite. The free Burning Elite would be very nice. It's kind of like getting a relic. Alright. Catalyst, Lake Sweep. Catalyst is a great card, especially if we're going poison, but we're going to take Lake Sweep because it's useful right now. Remove a card in the deck for sure, and now I'm glad I have the gold. We'll remove a strike, even though we just got a defend card, so maybe that's kind of wrong. I'm going to transform a defend card into Bag of Prep. I don't hate Bag of Prep. Alright, this ended up being combat, so in order to guarantee that our next fight, or that we don't have a thing next fight, will be swapping to the shop, even though it's not going to provide us too much value. Backstabs are nice for Act 1, but that's about it. Dodge and roll could be better later. I'll take the backstab. We are going Act 1 after all, and then we probably just don't afford much here. I don't hate a Blade Dance. It's one of the better attack cards we could get. On 1 HP a pop. You'll love to see a free Burning Elite. Ooh, and we get Kunai, which is perfect synergy for Blade Dance. Okay, and actually works pretty well with Backstab. Okay, so now we definitely have other considerations. Tactician's also pretty good. We already have a Bag of Prep. Terror I like a lot, though. I think we're going to take a Terror. Now I'm feeling like I could take on another Elite, but I do want to upgrade a card first. I would like to upgrade Terror to make it free. That way it doesn't stop us from playing any attacks we might have in hand. Alright, then we'll see the whole plan in action. Alright, by plan in action, by making use of Kunai, I mean we'll just defeat the enemy. Second Bag of Prep, not necessarily that good. Skewer actually gets a lot of value with Kunai. You could always play it for 0. Cloak and Dagger is pretty good as well, but given that it's not upgraded, I'm going to go for the Skewer. And then we'll go for the path that has an enemy. Whenever you apply poison, apply 1 more. That could turn on Envenom for us in a big way. Alright, not necessarily the best cards here. Add a random skill to your hand once more. Alright, well, deflect draw 2. Alright, well that wasn't bad. Yeah, I don't hate this. Okay, and we got Dexterity +2. Pretty good use of a potion. And then, well, I think we'll just block most likely. I'm not going to take any damage. Thanks to our extra dexterity here. Don't think this guy is going to be long for this world. Perfect. And we don't mind being weakened. I'll go in according to plan. Cool. Slow but steady. That's how the Silent works. So right now we have a fairly good deck. The Silent is like, I would say, the character I'm kind of the worst with. I don't have too much experience with the Silent. Or rather, I don't have too much good experience with the Silent. I'm never like confident in the decks I build with them. I do have like certain ideas of what are good cards. I don't even hate a second Lake Sweep. Lake Sweep is just that good of a card. Especially if we're going with the whole Kunai Snecko Skull angle. We'd love to see an Envenom later. I'm gonna take another Lake Sweep. Alright, and we get this guy. I mean, this Fear Potion's not super great for us, to be honest. Because we already have vulnerable in other ways. Gonna activate our Kunai though. Hopefully that does some good for us. Alright, we got the lake sweep out. And then we'll just full block. It should be pretty easy for us to build up dexterity. We're mainly worried about keeping up the damage. Don't get a second attack here. And then I guess we want more draw in the deck, just generally. Lake sweep here would be good. We could full block this turn if we wanted to. Or we could do 7 whole damage. Gonna full block this turn. And hopefully we don't back ourselves into a corner. Are we gonna get more dexterity? Kind of, but not. Okay. So we might as well play into kunai. And then we're really cutting it close here. Our deck is definitely not... This is probably the worst enemy for us to fight. Maybe... Nah, Gremlin Knob would also be pretty bad. Maybe I shouldn't be fighting elites. Now that I think about it. For more than a second. This is maybe a bad idea. Oh, it says 0 damage. How much is this? 4 times 12? Well... I'm trying not to take too much damage here, but I'm also trying to win. Uh-oh. Are we gonna get messed up here? We're pretty close. We're close to 0 damage on all cards. Skewer's like the one thing we got going for us. Oh, it actually just does 1 as well. That's really bad. Okay. That was a messed up fight. See, this is my lack of experience with the silent, I would say. I was like, surely we'll be fine. No. We didn't have a deck for that. And now we just literally run into dealing no damage. I know this is not, like, up to code, but I'm going to retry this fight, because this is me inexperienced with Lagavulin Silent. Perhaps we wait a second before attacking. I think that is idea number 1. Idea number 2, we go in on this turn. We could play 3 more cards, but I might be just more interested in getting more damage in. 2 more damage isn't going to make our break that much. We'll get the dexterity going. And then we have a lake sweep turn. We're not going to block too aggressively because we want to deal damage. It's very important for us to deal damage. Alright. Try not to get defeated by Lagavulin and their mischievous ways. Yep. Okay. So, yeah. We had it all along. I just needed to be more aggressive. Okay. Good lesson. Good thing to know. Reflex with bag of prep. Not bad. I think we're going to take that. Even though we don't have like poison catalyst options. I'm going to go for the campfire as well. And I hope that's cool with everybody. Oh man. Maybe prepared upgraded is probably pretty good. Given that we just took a discard synergy card, and then I'm just gonna go up. See what we find. Alright, not a bad turn. Wow, we were so good for a lot of these floor fights. Like, it's kind of amazing how poorly we did in that Lagavulin fight. This is why impossible seeds are all on silent. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, it wasn't an impossible seed for us there. It was just, that was just misplay. Pure and simple. Ooh. Purple Fire Spirits. Is there a card I took that I don't really like taking anymore? I mean, we could get rid of the backstab right now. Who are we facing? Is it the slime? It's the slime. I don't really want to get rid of the backstab with the slime, to be honest. I think I might get rid of a defend here. They ignore us, unfortunately, but it's still the best thing for our deck. And then I'm gonna upgrade the Skewer. That'll be our damage card for the slime. Slime is important to take down. Get a Kunai gift straight away. But I won't lie, this is just gonna be a hard fight. 45 damage. Is that too much damage? No, I think that's the perfect amount of damage, right? Wait, because they go down to 81, then go down to 76. Perfect. Okay. That's exactly where we want to put them. Unfortunately, this isn't the exact turn we'd want to have. However, it's been made better. I think we're just going to focus on getting as low as possible. 40 HP, that's not the worst. We could potentially manage that. Alright, discard our useless cards here. And then, yeah, that upgraded Skewer makes a big difference on the slime boss. And also, welcome Ganondorf. Glad you're back. And, right, we're frail, but we don't care too much. Okay. I think we're pretty safe this fight. Right, leg sweep here. It's gonna hurt. I'm like, are we safe? I don't know. Maybe I spoke too soon. We'll find out. Okay, this does 10 damage still, so we don't have to worry about that. We'll take out one of our enemies. Should have played a slime before I did that. My bad. Should still win. As long as things don't go too terribly for us. Is this the turn we want to split them? Perhaps not, honestly. Perhaps we wait for a more damaging turn. And a turn where they're about to damage us. Alright. That feels pretty good. I feel like we're fairly successful here. Alright. Is Silent Slime Boss ever safe? You know? You know? That's a good point. Perhaps he was the GOAT of this game? Yes. I'll have to think about whether we want just a second Liquid Bronze or not. Burst is a pretty okay card. Doppelganger is fine. Not really exciting to me. I like Burst. I mean, Burst for the massive weakness is pretty good. I don't like Storm of Steel generally, unless you have just like a ton of draw and a ton of synergy. I mean, with Kunai, this isn't the worst. I generally don't like Storm of Steel, and we don't have enough draw. Does it work with Reflex? I don't know. It's questionable. If we had like Envenom, I might take it. I think we're gonna skip this Liquid Bronze. Alright, Cursed Key or Busted Crown. Definitely don't want Busted Crown this early. We need a lot of cards, and Cursed Key is energy, so I will take that. Alright. Moving on with the Silent Train. Again, I need all the help I can get on Silent, so I might just be a little bit skeezy with it. But this is all in the efforts to practice for Slay the Spire 2, where I want to play a no save quit option if possible. Do I go to the shop is what I'm asking myself here. We're facing the Champ. The Champ is also very scary to me. They scale well. They do massive amounts of damage that is very hard to actually block. We might be able to get there. We do have Cursed Key, so we have the energy to potentially make use of that. I don't know. I'm actually very skeptical about being able to win, but we do have a solid amount of fights if I wanted to go up this left path here. Could hit a shop on our way. Is there any card I desperately need to get rid of? I wouldn't say that. So, let's take the fights. We could wipe out an enemy straight away. I don't know if that's the way to take the least amount of damage here, but it might be the way to win the quickest. Whereas if we play a leg sweep, we can do a lot. I haven't seen Rhapsody in forever. Nice to see some old faces come back to the game. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Ah, Rhapsody. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with all the people who have played this game or not. I know Jorbs. I've watched Jorbs play. I watched Northern Line when they played, but that was not necessarily a person to learn from. No offense. Yeah, that's about it. Mainly, Jorbs was the good player I watched. I've seen a bit of Baylord as well. Baylor Lord? Yeah, they seem fairly good at the game as well. Sorry, this is a long turn that I probably shouldn't be taking as long on. My plan, I guess, is to be somewhat safe here. Now we take 0 damage. We get some kunai procs. But it's safe in one department, but not the other. We could forgo 2 strikes. Full block again. We are probably going way too slow here to actually get our money back. Oh, perhaps not. Also, this is quite the turn. What an unfortunate turn for us. Wow, should have just eliminated some enemies. Well, the more you know. Baylor is who I did most of my learning from. Yes, they seem like a very good person to learn from. Okay, Concentrate, not a bad option. Concentrate plus here. But we don't have too many reflex options. I think I'm going to take Finisher. Finisher tends to be pretty good. What I really liked about watching different people play the game is there were quite a lot of approaches to how to play the game, and they varied significantly, which was a good sign because it looked like there was a lot of viable options. Yeah, and we're gonna be using potions fairly aggressively here. Back when him and Jorbs were fighting for the rotating record. That sounds like a good time. Burst, leg sweep twice, I suppose. Gives us enough block to get through this turn without taking too much damage. Get it prepared, see what else we could find. 3, 4. Got him. We're looking hurt though. I like backflip. We want draw because we have some energy. We're gonna want more energy later. I hate this fight. I hate this fight a lot. I'm gonna do, okay, alchemize. All right, we got a skill potion here. I'm gonna use it now. Bullet time, or malaise, or acrobatics perhaps, but I don't know about that. Acrobatics could be good for this fight. Interesting. I drew a whole bunch of cards, but not the cards I wanted to. I was looking for Finisher, Skewer, and Blade Dance, and Terror if we had them, but none of those showed up. So, instead, here we are. I suppose I will weaken this guy, and we will just have to deal with the fact that we're going to be cursed when we play skills. So 1, 2... If I hit here, we'll have 3 attacks played. We'll do 18 damage. It's not quite enough. This is a lot more damage currently. Alright. Yeah, that's a painful fight for sure. Okay. I might just have to like double up on this block. We don't technically have to, but now I'm a lot less certain of my pathing in general. See, this is my problem with the silent. Like, even if I think my deck is like halfway decent, maybe I'm just like bad at playing the cards. Is my thought. I guess I don't have any like form of scaling whatsoever. Okay, we have the win? Yeah, we have the win. Alright, I guess Catalyst could be something we take. Theoretically, for Poison Potion. I don't know. I'm losing faith in this run very rapidly. We still have another fight to go. I'm gonna be going that campfire path if we get the option to. Oh no, we drew probably one of the worst guys for us to fight. Unfortunately. This guy is quite the menace. They just do huge amounts of damage. Any other game similar to Across the Obelisk because they have no competition on the party RPG deck builder genre? Yeah, right? Like, very specific genre. Alright, we got the explosive pot, and would have been nice for a finisher turn, I suppose. Skewer 11 times 4. That's gonna do it. We survived. Earthholes, Bouncing Blast. Bouncing Blast is a lot of damage. Okay, we're gonna go pivot. Pivot hard. Pivot to Survival. Survival with Poison. Survival with Noxious Fumes Poison. Honestly, not too bad. Ooh, Sadistic Nature is interesting, though. It's kind of a very interesting option. I like this as a weird pick. And then Dodge and Roll is good, because we have Dexterity building, right? Now we're going to heal. Alright, feeling less shaky now. And then we might just visit, like, every campfire and do that last elite. And then just hope we're good enough. We probably won't be, but we'll hope. Could do a duplication potion at any time. Might not have to, though. Alright, don't take any damage this turn. They get to be weakened. I'm gonna duplicate this Alchemize again. Okay, get more duplication potions. I do like seeing these duplication potions. They're very funny. It's way too expensive. Suppose I'll get myself some block. Take 3 damage. There's like a way to take 0 damage from this fight, right? Alright, we actually got there. Incredible. Alright, I think our deck got significantly better. Piercing Whale could buy us a turn. We're going to rest again, because I don't know how to play this game. Ooh, do we want to open the chest? Get a curse. Do we have a shop coming up? No, we could get removal, theoretically, in one of these question marks. If I want to do question marks. I'm going to take the Lizard Tail. Absolutely. That was worth opening. In retrospect. I don't know if it was worth opening, like, without the retrospect. But definitely in retrospect. I could theoretically find 2 more attacks this turn. It'd be difficult. This doesn't do quite enough damage. I could duplicate it, actually. No, we take 9. It's a lot of damage. I didn't want to take 9 damage. But I suppose it could be worse. Regen potion, I don't hate that. Ooh, we could get a Tactician too. Tactician's pretty good for us. I was gonna take that other Blade Dance because like it synergizes so well with Kunai. I'm also gonna take this Tactician. It synergizes with a lot of what we got. Alright, do I feel comfortable enough to potentially upgrade? I think I do. Health is a resource, no shame in resting if it lets you get something as an upgrade. Yeah, right? Bouncing 4 times, sadistic nature. I got a lot of really good upgrades here to do. Blade Dance, in fact, is another really good one. There's so many things we want upgraded. So many things, so little time. I'm drawing 3 cards off of Reflex. Yeah, we are hungry for upgrades. Shame I had to rest so much. Okay. But at least we found a lot of the cards that we think we need for the late game here. Lake Sweep Plus is so good. I'm gonna grab Alchemize. If we see it, we're gonna want to play it. Oh, I guess Tiny Chest kind of sucks with Curse Key. I'm gonna take a Potion Belt though. Alright, we want to see cards. What do we have in our deck now? What's our curses? Unplayable. And then if Transformer removed, lose 3 max HP, and then Unplayable Shame. Okay. Well, we have a good amount of discard. We have Regen Potion, so I think I'm okay to rest. Or, sorry, Smith. Not rest. We'll do a Blade Dance. Alright. Oh, Slavers. That's unfortunate. Eviscerate kinda gets pretty good. Gets decent value out of this deck. Let's do Prepared. Okay, not bad. Whoa. Okay. First, Alchemize, actually. Hey, there's an Explosive Pot. Alright, we have a Piercing Whale as well. That's a huge thing for us. I think I could potentially... yeah, knock that guy out of the commission. Make it so we don't take any damage. And we can get some block for next turn. Alright. I was pretty good. It's probably as good as I'm getting. 1, 2... and you're gonna go to 12. I might just have to focus you with Finisher anyways. So... 12. Okay, you're actually already dead, unfortunately for me. 2 Finisher. So I wonder if I should play something else. We'll gain Frail. Frail is not the worst problem if there's only one guy left, right? Yeah, I think it won't be the worst problem. This could be okay. We just have 5 block for the turn. I do want to eliminate this guy. We're so close to eliminating them in another way. But we have to do this. Yeah, this does 30 damage. That's alright. I was gonna see if there's a way we could stall to heal up, but like we're gonna be taking 3 damage just to heal this turn. We already drew our Skewer, which is kind of our out to win. I think unfortunately I should just finish the fight here. Molten Egg, not bad. Well-Laid Plans, pretty darn good. Noxious Fumes, Bane, I mean all of these kind of fit. Bane Plus is pretty decent. Noxious Fumes is also pretty good. I like Well-Laid Plans a lot. And then I like Upgraded Well-Laid Plans a lot more. I like Upgraded Burst in this deck quite a bit actually. Upgraded Finisher, so we have a lot more damage on our attacks, could be quite nice as well. A lot of good options here. But I think I also feel like resting might help us a lot versus the champ. Okay. Let's play a colorless potion. I'm not going to mess around. Start turn, add a random colorless card to your hand. I like Magnetism actually. I like Magnetism a lot. Get rid of the reflex. Okay, didn't quite see what I wanted to see there. I'm gonna drink another potion. That's just how scared I am of this guy. We'll take this because it gives us another attack that gives us even more dexterity. And we'll weaken the champ. Alright, we have a form of scaling now. So I'm a little bit less afraid. This is a very interesting turn. And by interesting, I mean kind of bad, but whatever. I don't know if just like strike plus finisher is 24 more damage, or this is 30 damage, right? No, this is just 20 damage, so I guess 24 more damage is more. We're so close to the combo there. Of course, we keep a strike in hand so that it doesn't get drawn later. Thinking ahead. Okay. Not a bad time to prepare. Not necessarily a bad time to backflip either. Going to put Alchemize on top. And we were looking for Sadistic Nature, but we did not find it. Adding a little bit of poison here. Not going to be a bad idea. I'm actually going to keep the Tactician in hand so we can discard it later. Okay, they're going to be debuffing us yet again. So, Sadistic Nature. Draw 2 cards. Definitely don't want the Frailty if we can avoid it. Didn't get a good Alchemize turn. I wanted to burst this Alchemize, but I don't know that we have that luxury. Okay. I'll keep the Piercing Wail for hopefully a time where it's needed. Got another Sadistic Nature. Oh shoot, he's buffing up a lot. We don't love to see that at all. Oh well. I have 14, but we're getting more and more Sadistic Natures, which is really funny. 27 damage. We can weaken him. Get an attack out of it. Give it in backflip. So we're going to keep Bouncing Flask. This is probably one of the most damaging cards we have in our deck now. It does 15 damage plus the amount of poison that it's going to deal. And we've been scaling with Dexterity here pretty well. So all in all, not a bad thing. He's not below half yet, so we're in good shape. Okay. And perhaps now is a time where we'll want to deal with him. Now, as far as cards to draw, I think we could double up on Blade Dance this turn. Can't even play all the shivs. We don't even get all the shivs that we had access to. But we get a fairly big finisher. Okay. Not terrible, and then he'll take the next turn to pump up, and I think we're going to be good on that. Whew, boy. Tricky stuff, but we did it. We took out the champ. I shouldn't say that just yet. We could still die. Hold up. He's still got 28 health. He's going to purge all his weakness. Okay. 33 times 2 is a lot of damage. But we drew our cards. Gambler's Brew is great in Venom. Ooh, I love Glass Knife too in this deck, but this is pretty fun. I think Envenom is our way forward here. We're just built around it. And Energy would be good. We definitely can't play Velvet Choker. No Longer Resting terrifies me, but so does No Longer Seeing what enemies do. Runic Dome is one of those things that I feel a lot more comfortable taking after I've played the game a lot more. Like I don't remember what everything does at all times. And, well, it shows. So I think, as bad as it is, we're taking Coffee Dripper. And we just hope we don't need to rest anymore. We at least have Lizard Tail as kind of some safety. And we have potions that could potentially heal us as well. That we can get through Alchemize. And hopefully that'll be good enough. Alrighty. We do need to face the... Oh, we already faced the Fiery Elite. Okay, we do need to take the Sapphire Key. We probably want to face a shop, actually. Now that I think about it, we have some curses in the deck that kind of suck. It'd be good to get rid of. Do I want to do multiple elite paths first? No. Let's just go to this nearest shop. Sadistic Nature, pretty okay. Dripper free, just don't take damage. Yeah, exactly. Coffee drippers, yeah. Just don't take damage. It's totally fine. These guys are all attacking. Can't help but notice that. 6 is gonna have 5 attacks this turn. So this is gonna deal 30 damage. That's perfect. Absolutely perfect. And we're gonna try to block all the damage they do here. Perfect. Okay. I'm back for more trash, man. Thank you. Trash is what you will find here. Okay. Might be a time for Gambler's Brew. Just saying. Okay. It's piercing. Piercing Whale. That's a lot better of a find. Heck, even Bouncing Flask is kind of interesting here. We could Leg Sweep. Right, like this isn't a big deal. Alright. Took no damage. Gambler's Brew paid off. Get rid of our strikes. We definitely don't want strikes at this point. Sucks that we are having to deal with them, honestly. Don't need that Ascender's Bane. You know what? We can let that go. Still not taking damage. Okay. Burst Alchemize, that's what we're here for. Who's doing the most damage? You are, technically. Solid Gambler's Glug? Yeah. Now we're gonna take 9 damage in this fight. Unfortunito. But still, could be worse. I think we just have the damage. Probably want like a Shiv upgrade or something. Maybe. I actually don't hate another Prepared here. Up Sweep Plus, Lake Sweep Plus is pretty good. But I think taking Upgraded Prepared feels pretty good. And, ooh, oh, you're going to make me choose between Membership Card? Oh, and a Sneaky Strike, and a Calculator. Now they're giving me all the good stuff. Of course they are. They know. We can live with another curse and just buy again. I hope we have this Merchant's card and then just never go to another shop. That'd be the ultimate trash play. Alright. Sadistic Nature. Okay, we'll play the Alchemize now. Color this card, see what it does. This isn't bad. You know what? That's a pretty good color, this card. Turns out. We have 5 energy a turn. That's a lot of energy. I don't know what I did that for. I just wanted to play Burst, I suppose. Okay. Got Piercing Whale. But I think we'll also have enough damage here. Yeah, we have enough damage. Is there anything I need to play in this fight? No, we've already played our Alchemize, so we're fine. I like Predator. We have so much. We have so much. Noxious Weaves could be okay. I think Predator here is going to be better. We have so much energy. Let's just take a peek. Ooh, we have potions. We have stuff. We can maybe try this. Okay, okay. We're gonna definitely drink our potions, that's for sure. We're just gonna take a bunch of damage. Just so close to dead. Wow. Alright. Well, this could hurt. This could hurt a bit. Definitely don't have enough draw for all this energy. And now we get the Alchemized turn. Shoulda draw first for the Envenom. Yeah, that was my mistake. That was a pretty obvious mistake too. Anything I could do to take less damage here? Not really. We kind of just need to finish this guy next turn. Perhaps, actually, I should have vulnerabled this guy. Yeah, definitely should have vulnerabled this guy. Okay, still not dead, but we're close. We're very close. Could have handled this fight way better. Really, really should think about these fights a little bit longer before I just go ham into them. Alright. Tough bandages, you'll love to see that. Corpse Explosion, Sneaky Strike. I could see a lot of these. Corpse Explosion could be good there, but let's just hope we'll manage. You're prepared. Yeah, we can get rid of a strike safely, right? Surely. Oh, there's a resource, you'll just need to rest? Yeah. Yeah, we'll just need to rest. It'll all be fine. Let's play the alchemy. Liquid Memorizer. Well... Alright. Okay. Probably not taking this guy out anytime soon. But we could always believe. Okay, Bouncing Flask does help us here. We'll definitely want that for the future. And then this does 30 damage. Perfect. Okay, not a problem. Still alive. 3 turns left. It's getting sketchy. Blessings of the Forge. Weakening could be fine. Remember, they're taking 11 damage. Good Liquid Memories right now. Draw prepared. Don't technically need this. Backflip. Burst Leg Sweep. And then retain a Leg Sweep at the end. Sure. But seriously, I won't be mad about trading the tail for bandages? Right, yeah. It's not honestly bad. Shame. Then technically there's still more block. In many ways. Okay. 42. We take 10 damage here? Are you kidding me? No, we take 0 damage because the poison. Wait. No, we took 3 damage. Oh, but you're still not done with your turn. Okay, I thought you were done with your turn. Time to Blessing of the Forge. Not what I was hoping for. Do some massive amounts of damage, right. Do some 27 damage there. And you're still gonna end me. Well, you suck. Transient's rough. Well, goodbye, Lizard Tail. It was nice knowing you, Blur. Blur's pretty good. How you feeling about elite fights? I'm not feeling elite fights at all. I'm feeling campfire route. Heal to full HP, lose 12 max HP. Honestly, right now, I'll do that. Just for this moment, why not? Take care of Mr. Explodey McGee here. We'll do a prepared. Get rid of this, get rid of that. Get a sneaky strike going. Probably do that damage somewhere else. Still have 11 block. Suppose it's not that bad. Okay. Well, spikes are gonna spike. That's just what they do. Don't mind other forms of dexterity. I wonder what like are all the mistakes I've made on this run that other people would have, other better players would have not done. 9 damage. I can take 2 damage, I think, just to get something in there. We eventually have the win here, so I should probably actually just play safe. No real reason to go crazy. Might as well keep weakness going. But we have the eventual outs with Bouncing Flask and, well, a lot of things. This is pretty good. But is it going to be good enough? Still feel like we don't have enough draw in the deck. Just like natural draw, I suppose. I don't want to strike. Not without any block. Maybe I need more block in the deck too. I want to get rid of my strikes. That's like the most. Like that's that's the most. Yeah, that's just the most. You know, that's just. You know when that's the most? Just is. Okay. No, that's the thing I want most. I just want to get rid of like every single strike we have in the deck. Explosive Pot. Not sure how useful this Essence of Steel will be. I'm going to take the Explosive Pot right now. We did pick up a sneaky strike already. Our deck is fat. Let's take another leg sweep, sure. Then I don't hate a recall here while we're in good shape. While we don't need to heal before the boss. We have to. Oh shoot. Hold up. Do we have 2 more question marks we can hit? We don't. Okay. Well, we have to take Sapphire Key then. Oh well. Hey, we do a card removal service. What was the curse we just got? Innate Unplayable. I kind of hate that, but maybe I don't hate it that much. Every 3 turns, gain an energy. It's not the worst when you shuffle your deck or draw pile, get stuff. Can I re-roll the shop? That's a thing in this game, right? You just re-roll the shop. I guess we buy acrobatics. We've been complaining about draw this whole time. Then we buy a quick slash. Sure, almost a 40 card deck. Don't let Kevon see this. Okay. Might need to block potion straight away here, honestly. Maybe with Trashe no blue key, more experienced players would have taken Dome over key. You know, yeah, maybe that's one of the easier things to point out. Dome over key could have been pretty big. Okay. No real point in playing this. We get at least some block for next turn, but they're not doing anything this next turn. It kind of sucks. Got him. Also, I think Curse got out of control. Yeah, I agree. Okay, play the top 3 cards of draw pile. Honestly, let's go. Interesting. Not what I was expecting. Can I somehow just win this turn? I somehow imagined having more block cards. Wish I had like a draw relic as well. That'd be nice. Yeah, we don't need to go any deeper. I played a tome that right now the other night, and honestly it wasn't that bad. You just have to think. You know all the encounters, I believe, in your next tome run. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, if I'm confident in all of the encounter knowledge, I mean that's what I'm not confident in right now. But maybe I should be. Maybe I should just believe in myself. Maybe I should believe in the you that believes in me. I have war paint. We have pretty good skills, but maybe there's a better one we'd want to add. Second terror for what, Dono Deca? That we could fight. This might be a skip. You know what, maybe I'll actually skip for once. Hey, another Lake Sleep Tactician? I don't hate those as upgrades. We could dodge elite fights here. Something I could very much do. A lot of cards worth upgrading. Sure. Let's Smith. Let's upgrade. Oh, right, I can't rest. I was gonna, like, rest, but we can't do that. Let's upgrade it in Venom. I do want to play that more. It's a very good, like, scaling thing for us. Speaking of... Alrighty. You are all attacking turn 1. You do like doing that, don't you? That is very not cool. You're doing the most damage. By a good portion. Sneaky Strike does solve you as a problem. And I can't solve these guys as a problem. Maybe I'll upgrade Finisher right before the end. Okay, I mean this is just 50 damage in our hand, which is enough to eliminate this guy. Can I do anything better though? Not like, particularly. This doesn't feel bad. The 5 angry also results of play everything situations where it doesn't really matter what the enemy's doing, you just play everything regardless. Yeah, that's true. Right, like, sometimes you just don't have anything to play. What do I want to get rid of here? Do I believe that we have the damage? I do not. So let's alchemize, weaken, take no damage. Perfect. You also just have the wiki open or the bestiary mod if you're trying to learn attack patterns. That's true. I'm not necessarily trying to learn attack patterns so much as I'm trying to get myself in the habit to play a little bit better. Which is obviously like knowledge has a big impact on that. But I'm more trying to prep for the new game where I won't know what enemies are going to do in the first place. And like obviously there'll be a lot of learning there and I'll be starting on lower difficulty, so like I'm sure it'll work out. Do I dare do an elite? I don't have any confidence in an elite right now. So let's do it. You know, it could be worse. Could be worse. Play an alchemize. Do a bouncing flask. Don't mind upgrading bouncing flask. 13 damage. Well, yeah, don't say. We blocked for 13 exactly. Beautiful. Okay, and Venom. Guess we'll Leg Sweep plus Blur and Survivor. We have some block for next turn. 30 block. We have exactly enough block for next turn, as it turns out. Yeah, curses are pretty out of control. I guess we'll keep this in hand. No real reason not to. Okay, we drew Terror finally in Sadistic Nature. Also, there's Ordering on that turn. Reflex, Tactician, probably are fine. Block. Block. Lure. Not terrible. Could be worse. We're gonna have to weaken him again soon. Oh, we don't have the weaken though. Time to draw 3 cards. Let's go. And draw 3 more cards. Okay, we got the weaken. That's what I was looking for. Sneaky Strike's free. This combo's doing a lot. Then do I want to hit him one more time, or do I just want like 10 block for next turn? I think I want 10 block for next turn. Maybe we'll keep a Predator. Dome is scary for real? Yeah, Dome is scary for reals. Interesting. We have a good amount of damage here. We'll have to look at what we're doing. Okay. Okay. So Wraith is the obvious one to get rid of. And then, how much damage do I have? I guess this isn't doing anything. Burst doesn't matter, right? We just have to go all in anyways. Okay. And then we play all the cards that deal more damage when possible. Then hitting more times is better than hitting less times in this instance. So 21 times 3. I believe that gets us there. Made it. Okay, right before we took the big hit. Beautiful. Oh, Mori, perfect timing. That would have been useful ages ago. Alrighty. Well, did not get a lot of the cards I hoped for. Bullet time, less interesting in this deck. We have enough energy. Like, I don't really care about bullet time. Slice could be okay. I'm looking at that dodge and roll like relatively favorably. Smith. We're gonna Smith. Burst maybe? Burst wouldn't be the worst. Bouncing Flask even. Draw 4 is pretty good. Lots of good smithing options. Could do the Reflex as well. I feel like Reflex would be nice sometimes. Footwork, 3 Dexterity is pretty good. Yeah, there's a lot of good options here. Just straight up. Finisher? You know what? Let's give it to Finisher. And facing Time Eater. Probably one of the worst people we could face. Legitimately. Sadistic Nature. At least we can put Terrors down. I'm definitely just gonna attack pretty hard. Gain some block for next turn. Take a tiny bit of damage. Looking at flavorfully. Yeah, okay. Well, energy. That's good for us. We have 3 more cards, so 1, 2. Do I want to get some poison down, or do I want to take... Oh, we're already taking 0 damage. Sure. 3. Let's go. Alrighty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would like to discard cards, please. 6, 7. Can I play, like, enough cards here? No. I do want to hit a little bit more. I also want to block at this point, I think. We could take 0 damage, but I think I'm going to end my turn. Not use Piercing Well yet. I might regret everything. Keep the Alchemize. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt a lot. Okay, footwork, burst. This would have been nice. Time to have the burst upgraded. We're not dead yet. Are you familiar with the whale trick in this fight? Not exactly, but I do know that they have a turn where they deal multiple damages. Foolish? Yeah. No, what's really foolish is whether I think I can beat them or in time. We have backflips, but a defend on the draw. So, let's take a look. Do I think I can beat them in time? We have Envenom, right? Yes, so the Skewer does a lot. But we can't play 5 cards. Okay, nearly dead. Good stuff all around. Okay. Well, that was bad. This doesn't really do anything because they're just going to heal up. Alright. Now the multi hit has to do with considered a debuff. Oh. Interesting. No, I definitely don't know what that is then. Well, we got a lot of block here. That's something at least. They're just blocking all our attacks. Guess I'll keep the sneaky strike in hand. They're just doing 10 damage a lot of times, aren't they? Alright, well... I guess we tried. I mean, there's maybe a way we could, like, have played this fight. I'm curious. You want to wail on him when Foolish turn happens? Silent being my worst character. We're gonna retry this one more time. Alright, I'll try that. I'm actually... So there's, like, a thing we could do there. Interesting. I think we're interested in trying to play a ton of cards on this very turn. Taking the 10 damage. I should have activated this immediately, actually. Oh, now it activates. Interesting. Draw 3. Discard Tactician. Play this. Play Bouncing Flask. When you clear the debuffs, they move as the heal. The shock counts as a debuff, so you reset the strength that is gained. Oh. Oh, interesting. Yeah, that's huge knowledge. It's very, very big. Still don't know if these shivs are like the correct idea. So what you're saying is we hold for the piercing whale turn. Well, also. This could just be an unfortunate turn, huh? Take 1 damage here. Alright, we're 2 cards next turn. Those 2 cards are Venom Lake Sweep. Okay, we have the first blur turn. And then we don't have the foolish this turn, unfortunately. Oh no, we do perfectly get it, okay. That's fascinating. Maybe I just want to block then. Don't know if playing this slime's ever going to be worth it. We could play 3 attacks, get another dexterity out of it. Only have 2 cards next turn to hit him with. I don't hate the idea of that, honestly. So this would be the turn to acrobatics him into a, this would be like the best acrobatics into piercing whale. Either that or then we just play blur. Okay, no blur. Or sorry, no other cards, so we just have to deal with this. There's some block this turn. Could be worse. So burst into leg sweep. Seems pretty solid. Bouncing flask. We could do the dodge and roll. Probably have to get some damage on him sometime, but having more block for next turn in case it's a really bad turn. With all the slimes in our deck, that doesn't sound terrible. Wish I could keep this block. Oh, Calipers, where art thou? Okay, well. This isn't a terrible turn either. We hold. We're gonna take our time. I'm gonna throw this at him. It's probably gonna be one of our hardest matchups, but we're still not taking damage this turn. Block, that's good. Block is good. Don't necessarily want to draw like a sneaky strike or something. I do want to deal damage, but maybe just play a slime. Oh, we don't actually full block. Oh, we far from full block. Right. Uh-oh. Oh no. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna call it there on that fight. Unfortunately, Time Eater probably probably the worst guy we could co up against first here. Unfortunate. Does the exact opposite on the heart and gives it 6 strength. That's crazy. Alright, we'll move on to defect. Not a bad silent run for me. I mean, well, we cheated a little bit, saving and quitting, but it wasn't terrible. Taking 18 damage to obtain a rare card is kind of rough. I don't hate upgrading a card immediately. We could also do a boss relic, potentially. I like the cracked core. It is good. We're facing the Hexaghost. Do we have an early elite? Kind of. But we have some fights before this elite. We could go up this way. Avoid them for as long as possible. Get as many fights in as possible. So I think we can do the boss relic thing. Why not? Hey, it's inverter. Very interesting. Okay. So now all we want in our life is a consume. Tough fight, GG? Yeah, tough fight. Definitely, should have just played better earlier, I think. We should just... I think there were a lot of, like, subtle optimization things we could have done that might have made that fight go a lot smoother for us. But now we get to play my favorite character, the Defect. White Noise. Heck yeah. I saw a claw there. I won't deny it. Hello World. My least favorite of the powers that we could potentially get here. Dual cast being bad early does suck. I think I want to upgrade Zap as soon as I can. Alright, well, not exciting turns. We'll dual cast next turn, hopefully. There we go. Charge battery. I do like charge battery. I don't mind the evoke orb thing, but we don't have any orbs to evoke just yet, and we don't have a shop coming up right now. So I will pay to remove, and we'll move a strike. Yeah, Zap's usually enough. Zap dual cast can do a lot. Speaking of, take 7 damage. White Noise. Ah, loop. Yes. We can loop this orb that we have. It's one of the powers where you don't want to dual cast. Whoa. This guy, dude, you're scaling out of control. My guy, I just gotta deal damage to him before he scales too much further. Got him. Okay. Energy potion, rainbow, genetic algorithm. You know what? Rainbow seems great here with inserter. Yeah, I like myself a rainbow. We can defend. We get a full block. Good fight so far. White noise, defrag. Defrag never hurt anybody. We're still gonna take big damage here. What a turn. Okay, should have him. We've got a very interesting run so far. I think I'll take a ball lightning as well. So many claws showing up. And then do we want to smith, or are we afraid of this elite fight right now? I'm a little afraid to go into an elite fight. If this is like Gremlin Knob, we're probably just gonna die. We're probably dying regardless. What can beat Gremlin Knob? Nothing really, short of having more HP potentially, so. Not Gremlin Knob. Okay, honestly, probably the best thing we could ask for. This might be our best opponent. Charge battery, hold off a turn, we're looking for rainbow, we're giving inserter more times to proc. Rainbow, loop, and then they're gonna wake up this turn regardless, so you might as well wake them up yourself. Okay. And we will attempt to block here. But yeah, definitely one of the best elites we could fight. Not upset to see it. Getting closer to that dark orb coming through. Might not even need it. The inserter ruining us at the perfect time. Darn. If only we could go a little bit deeper. How much damage is this? I don't know why my brain is doing math badly. 18 plus 8 is just shy of enough damage to win. That's unfortunate. We were 2 off. Alright, well now we can evoke a big orb. Eternal Feather, I like Eternal Feather. Multicast upgraded, it's alright. Multicast upgraded, it's kind of like a dual cast upgraded if you think about it. I don't know if that's what we want. I think we want Cold Snap here. I just want more orb generation pretty much at all times, and I'm going to take the safe route here, and we don't need to heal because we're getting free heals, so let's upgrade Rainbow. Just have orbs sticking around. Play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 4 block. That sounds... well, maybe it's not as unlikely as I think. It sounds kind of unlikely to me right now. I'll take a Sapphire Key. With what we have so far, it just doesn't seem like that's ever going to happen. I'm actually going to take the energy potion this fight. This fight scares me, because they all just decided to attack immediately. RNG is a rough thing. Alright, then you're not attacking. That's really how you want to play this one, huh? The one I ended up making low isn't going to do the attack? Sure. Sure. I like an upgraded recursion with a dark or plasma. Yeah, upgraded recursion is also pretty good. True. We do have dark. Could have looked at the recursion. I could like hit this guy, hope that we lightning him, but the chances of that are kind of low. Okay. Well, now that there's no more threat on the table, defrag. Defrag's big. Defrag's very big. I like Cool-Headed a lot. It's cheap. It's affordable. Get rid of a strike. We can heal up here. Smith again. I think I'm going to go all in on smithing. Then I'm going to hope that the healing is enough. I'm going to upgrade defrag. Makes it a lot better, and then we're not going to fight that flaming elite. Capacitor. Not what I would prefer to see, but it's okay. Defrag, cool-headed. Double block here, I suppose. We do get a full block turn in. Rainbow. Take 5 more damage. We can deal with that. Cool-headed. I mean, at some point we just outscale them in terms of damage, right? Like they can't hurt us with this turn anymore. Just rainbow yet again. Okay. We at least have scaling on our side, so we want to survive long enough. Hologram could be decent. There's a lot of times where hologram's good. Stack could be okay, but we're not really a thick deck just yet, so let's take stuff that helps us now. I'm going to try this. Rewarded. Got dark immediately. Okay. And then we are facing Hexaghost. 24 health is not really a great amount of health to have against Hexaghost. I'm going to heal up and try not to throw the run. It's also bad to heal up, I know. We don't really have many good options. Alright, we're waiting on that defrag. I hope to outscale them by the time they come up. Speaking of outscale, we already do enough damage. We don't have a free card yet. I guess I'd like to make Zap Tree at some point. Okay. We'll chill. We have Dark Orb coming. Take no damage just yet. Get ourselves cool-headed. Not the best turn for Rainbow. Dome incoming? Yeah, I mean, this could be a Dome run, honestly. You're not wrong. It's not like we're going to change too much of what we do. Could be setting up for just a really big Dark Orb. Instead of playing Rainbow, Rainbow could also refresh a Dark Orb here. But I don't hate the idea of looping this orb. Getting just a giant dual cast off on it. Do we do it now? We could wait even further, but I think 50 times 2 is probably going to get us there. Like with our current orb setup. We have enough block, don't we? Yeah, we just... They don't hurt us here. That was a lot of burns we drew. We're still not taking damage. Scaling. Okay, 6. 6 is a lot. I don't have anything to do outside of just take it here, I guess. We could block for 5 more. So let's do the math. 36 damage. Well, we're not dead. We know that for sure. And if we're not dead, then we're fine. We actually... we take 2 damage. We're totally fine. We've scaled. Inserter. Pulling through. What a fun boss relic to grab immediately. Great. And I don't feel too bad again about our chances coming up here. Fission. Fission with Inserter. I'd like to upgrade it. But this could be interesting. I'm going to take it. It's a very interesting late game card to pull off. Alright. Pawn, pickup, unique curse, charge bell, nuclear battery, not bad either. 3 relics and a unique curse is kind of funny, but I think we could go for the nuclear battery. I just like the idea of starting with the weird orbs. And then we have Inserter too. Interesting. Interesting. Alright. I feel like elite fights actually might be our jam. So maybe I'll just go for the elite fights we can grab here. Go up this way. Did you just say you had upgrades? Did I just say that? Genuinely unsure. God. Weird orbs. What is this orbology? Exactly. They're all attacking me. I dislike that part. We do have a fire potion, which is pretty good. Plasma should be after dark in fights. Yeah, exactly. Huh. I like don't know what I want to do here. I think we're just gonna take a bunch of damage. Birds. Birds be like that. Hello. That's not cool. Interesting. $14 damage each. We're still taking damage. You know what? They did their most. They made this fight as annoying as they possibly could have. And we'll pull through, but I'm upset about the RNG. I'm allowed to be upset about that. That RNG is not great. Could have gone way better for us. Static discharge. Hey, here's an answer for birds. Still, depending on what we're fighting, I don't necessarily mind static discharge. Yeah, I don't mind it. It's good against a lot of things. It's good with fission. It's not necessarily good with dark and the plasma buff, but we'll make do. It's gonna be a long fight. Before Hexa, when you rested? Ah, things go in order of the relic bar. That makes sense. I see. Alright, we played everything. Now it's time to take a whole bunch of damage. Got him. Okay. Not too shabby. There's a weird argument for still to grab capacitor. It's not like it's terrible with what we have going. I think I'd rather have another hologram. We'll do another fight here. Birds. Lots and lots of birds. Oh, God. Yikes. And not a fast deck on our part. This fight tends to be a bit more of a damage check. And we don't have that. But we can get a little bit of it. That's yeah. Yeah, that's about as good as I expected this fight to go. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Ooh, turbo? No. Maybe a recursion. I mean, I wouldn't mind a recursion. Do I want to fight that Flaming Elite now? I'm now less inclined to fight the Flaming Elite, believe it or not. Maybe we just go like a completely safe 2 Elite fight right at the end here. Yeah, that sounds okay. Orange Pellets. Orange Pellets wins games. I didn't even look at anything else there. I probably should have. We're not a ritual dagger deck. We have a feather. That gives me a little bit more confidence. Are we getting another fire before the elite? We are. We have a shop coming up. Okay. So let's take a look at our smithing options and let's smith fission. It'll be way better. We don't have damage tag discharge. Took that personally. Yeah. Well, I mean, it unfortunately killed them in kind of the worst order possible. This isn't gonna do much no matter what here. Tough fight for us. Restless. Interesting. Yeah. I'm noticing a lot of our fights are tough, but I guess if I play a power, an attack, and a skill all in the same turn, then we could get rid of that debuff, maybe? Is that how that works? Yeah, that is how that works. Okay. Well, that could be worse. Could be a heck of a lot worse. Ow. Might have to rest, regardless of Eternal Feather. All right, we got a second fission. Stack discharge here seems good. We could dual cast, probably. Don't know that this fission's gonna be the way I want to play. I think I'm just gonna have to accept static discharge procs in the hopes of winning. Okay. Really need this guy to not hit me. This is like the worst fission play. I kind of hate it. Please don't hit that guy. Well, we're dead. That was so unfortunate. Oh, God. Okay, I don't know. That was... Oof. That run had legs, too. I feel bad about that one. Not a good matchup for us, I guess. I probably should have let them hit me with static discharge a little bit more. Oh, well. Okay, next 3 combats have -1 HP. Can we get to an elite fight? We could. It's theoretically possible, but honestly pretty unlikely. Still, it's a really good thing to do. And we're the Watcher, right? We have options. So far, we're 0-3. Can we get a win on the Watcher? I hope so. I like Protect as a card, but Bowling Bash is usually what I would take here. Getting Regret early on kind of sucks, but there's a lot of remove events, and we're about to hit a bunch of events. So it's not as bad as it seems. Definitely not just trying to convince myself of that. You know what? Horncleat's really good. Lose 11 HP. I'll do it because I'm the Watcher. Okay, here's the remove event. Got him. Alright, we didn't do another combat, so we do get a free elite. Perfect. Essence of Steel, a Wallop, a Follow-Up, and a Consecrate. Bowling Bash in a weird way already takes care of our AoE problems. I like Wallop a lot. And then I like smithing a Eruption here. Okay, free elite. Free knob at that. Peace Pipe. Okay. Okay, Peace Pipe's interesting. Talk to the Hand is also good. Transform a card. Would you rather upgrade? I think I'd still rather transform. Transforming is just such big value. Pressure points, kind of not what I wanted. Let's give myself an option here. Bottled Lightning. Yes, I don't mind a Bottled Lightning. We could always grab Vigilance early on. And it's either the elite before the campfire or after the campfire. Let's go before. Ooh, we can start to toke. Hello, Bin Bin. I am enjoying myself, and I hope you are enjoying yourself as well. Right, we could start 2 Toke. I think I'm gonna get rid of pressure points, actually. Could upgrade the Talk to the Hand and or the Wallop. I think either of those are also sensible. Let's get rid of the pressure points. Kind of wish I just removed the strike in the first place, but let's keep a thin deck going. Okay, we'll at least start out in calm. Be calm, cool, and collected. Do I just wait another turn? Peace Pipe Infinite? I mean, there's a chance of infinites here. That's for sure. Might as well wake him up this turn, because he's going to wake up anyways. Alrighty. So this is what I was thinking about in terms of an eruption turn. Not what I wanted to see. Dang it. Take some damage. This fight's really not going to plan. We draw eruption this turn? Yes. We could liquid memories. Like, what does the most damage though? Wallop potentially, but it's not like that much damage. Yeah, I don't know. What a weird fight. $10 damage, huh? Well, it's almost the same amount of block. Might as well do the 10 damage. Ow. Upgraded Wallop. Then you can basically remove every defend. Yeah, that's true. Okay. Well, that fight wasn't very convincing, but I do like follow-up attack. Let's try to take 0 damage. Do we get value out of Third Eye? Should I be trying to go for an infinite? I don't know what infinite I want to build towards. Start combat, add a card to your hand. Usually pretty good. There's an argument for Battle Hymn as well. There's Wallop as well. Wallop. Wallop. Ambrosia is kind of a free get out of jail like card. You can just, that's a win a combat, right? Enter Divinity Stance for free. I think I have like an odd enjoyment of Battle Hymn. I don't know if it's right for this deck. We're kind of not that deck. So let's take the gamble card. Then should I be smart, fight an enemy? Or not smart? Panache, sure. By not smart, I mean, it would have been smart. Can't help but notice they didn't give us any AoE targets this time. I was more prepared for them than usual. I'm kind of offended. Panache really isn't going to get any value. Now that I think about it. Alright, well. Really? I didn't win the fight? Are you kidding me? We have to take 4 damage here? I don't believe it. The game is being insulting right now. I don't know. Do we have to empty mind? Is this like... It's part of our problem? Do I need a rest? I might need a rest. I feel like I should smith, but... You know what? Let's smith Wallop. Screw it. That's our rest. We'll take less damage do this upgraded wall up. It'll be fine. We'll definitely take a power potion. When you enter Wrath, draw 2 cards. Could be alright. Devotion, get Mantra. You did you did choose not to play Third Eye for Panache. Was that actually Panache? 5 damage still wasn't going to make the difference, but that's funny. Surprised I didn't notice. We could exit, I suppose. This is an interesting turn. Are we gonna make it? We don't quite make it. Alright, there's Wallop. That would have been nice. That would have been nice to draw, wouldn't it? We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Okay, I am worried now. $10 damage. I think we're gonna lose this fight. I kind of suck as the Watcher. Still not taking damage. Panache is 10, it was lethal. Oh, I thought Panache was 5. Okay, well then never mind. You're right. I guess I completely messed up. I didn't know that we had 5 cards that we could play. I guess Miracle, like, enables Panache. That is fair. We're just gonna die here, right? That's what it looks like. Certainly looks like death. I don't think there's any way out of this. Never mind, we're alive. Easy. Alright, now we just never take damage again for this entire fight. I really didn't pick up that many cards in this whole first act. Alright, time for Eruption. To the like biggest wallop. Just gotta hit him real hard sort of deal here. Alright, where's Wallop? There's Wallop. Do we get it before or after? We take the damage after. Okay, well that would have been good to know. I could have done more that way. It times 2. We survive yet again. Come on. Alright, now we really have to finish the whole fight. Well, gosh darn it. I'm gonna cycle again. I think I need to be, I'm very impatient when I play this game. And I think I just need to be very patient when I play the Watcher. Okay, random rare card that we build our whole run around, or do we have a shop right away? We do have a shop right away. Could get a bunch of gold. Bunch of gold into fun shop. Who knows what it holds? Could hold anything. Nah, random rare card. Build our whole run around Reaper. Okay. I mean, not the worst thing in the world. Got a decent amount of elite fights we can do. Sure, I'll give it a shot. Go strength. I can't go to sleep. I need to do more cow levels in D2R. Cow levels? What is D2R? I must know. Pummel Strike. Sure. Wow, a shop. Oh, orange pellets right here. That sucks. We'll take a remove. Remove a regular strike. I would have loved those orange pellets. So many fun things Ironclad could do with orange pellets. Diablo 2 Resurrected. Oh yeah, they introduced a new class recently, right? I heard about that. Doing 12 damage. So I healed 2 damage, which is perfect. We're almost full. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Okay, I'm going to take a Dark Embrace. There's elite fights that it can theoretically solve, and we plan on doing a lot of elite fights, so I don't hate the idea of doing it right now. I'm just going to take the 7 damage and realize that we're going to be behind the times. Not too bad, though. Demon Form. That works. That works with what we're doing. It's not exactly the best on some of these fights, but it can be pretty good. Okay, I prefer not to take damage here. I almost just want to fish for upgrades now. Like, there's a part of me that sees some real value in that. Maybe I did want a demon form immediately. I didn't think that was appropriate, but seeing the way this fight is going, maybe demon form was the way. Okay, we have lethal. Probably in multiple ways here. Second pommel strike for the infinite. Maybe we just go for the upgrade first. I think we're just gonna go for the upgrade first. Getting 3 strength is good. We need energy to really make the most use out of demon form. They gotta all attack turn 1. That's what I know. What I know about these aggressive little guys is that they all attack turn 1, guaranteed. And they all do their higher damage numbers too, because they all have to. I'm going to heal off this guy. One thing I say that I would encourage you to do is look at the draw pile, think about what the enemy will do next turn, planning the next turn in advance, even without Frozen Eye you can plan. Yeah, no, I think that's definitely something I should be doing. It is a good point. It does not fit with my impatient playstyle, but in order to get better at this game, I must not be impatient. Do I take the 13 heal, or do I wait for the full 18? Are we drawing next turn? Defend and a strike? I'll take the 13 heal. It'll be alright. Okay. Hexaghost? Hexaghost. Take the disarm. See disarm, see Hexaghost, take it. Okay, it's gonna hurt, but we can come back. Reaper can do a lot. But how much can it really do? It's easy to autopilot. I do it all the time, but taking the time in the fights is worth it. Yeah. Yeah. Like right now. So we're thinking about whether we want to heal a full 28 points or not. And we could do it. We could heal the full 28 by damaging this guy, but then we take 20. So we heal for a total of 8. It's not bad. It sets us up in the future to take this guy down, which is good. This guy could block for one of these other guys, potentially. We don't have other AoE. Our next turn sucks. The other thing we can do is heal for 4 this turn, potentially, instead, and deal a very similar amount of damage. I think I'm gonna go for this. I got a couple of minutes behind in the stream, but I'll let you know that Dark Embrace is one of the very few cards I will take on floor 1 without any support, just because of what it can do. Yeah, I mean, there is that. Okay. This might be a good time to draw a bunch. Perfect. You can go. Then I will try not to take too much more damage. Alright. So. Could have been worse. We don't need 3 pommel strikes. Rage is... I don't know. I don't tend to like rage. I'm gonna skip this. Now, do I feel confident in fighting an elite? I kind of do. Yes. Future question. Yeah, question card's great. That's good. Good reward. Demon form. Perfect enemy to face getting demon form turn 1. I'm glad that demon form is just bottled up. We'll stall. We'll wait. I can wait. Try to get an even bigger Reaper later. Bash for an 18 damage Reaper next turn. Cool. Mummified Hand, incredible. That really encourages me to take powers. I think I might even take this Rupture. It's not good right now, but it very much can get there. And then we will Smith take the Dark Embrace down to 1 cost. Yeah, that was a blessed fight for sure. Okay. Alrighty. We get to draw when we play a card. Alright, what a terrible turn, I guess. Panache is funny. Maybe I should have used the potion there. Everything, like... I think they enjoy attacking turn 1. And just making me a little bit miserable. There's demon form. We're gonna try to heal off that Reaper. Gonna take 5 damage. Do I have a strike in hand? I don't have a strike in hand. That'd be really funny if I just died here, though. And we do just die here. Wait a second. No. Hold up. Alright, I got cute with it. I don't know, I thought we'd have scaling. Well, guess that goes to show you don't have scaling. Still Dark Shackles, probably. That seems good. Gets us closer to where we need to go. I can Demon Form kind of safely this turn. We can get a big bash off so that we get the kill next turn on this guy. Okay. Still should have hit that guy first, but we needed to make sure. I'm sure we'll make Demon Form at least free once this run. Yeah, exactly. And when it does, that's when we'll be super excited. Alright, I need to tighten up my play. I don't wanna just throw the run willy-nilly. That's why I would have liked Orange Pellets. Makes Flex more interesting. I think Inflame also gets interesting here. I think genuinely we can do another elite fight. Now that thought could be wrong. But I think this is maybe a final lead fight. I'm not sure outscaling Jawworm is a thing in Act 1. Yeah, maybe it's not. Oh, 20 damage, huh? Is this the Reaper turn? Kind of hate that it made that free to make me think about it right now. I might just genuinely want it for like later turns, but maybe this is the Reaper turn. Take what we can get, right? Even if it sucks. Alright, that wasn't bad. And these guys, we already get draw off of after dazes, right? So it's not too bad. Yeah, this is gonna hurt, actually. Well, now we win. No more Reaper to recover our HP. But, the damage has been done. We'll draw through everything. Might need to heal before the boss fight, but we have a fairly okay scaling option. This is like the berserk. I mean, heal to full? Heal 18 HP. Honestly, that's not like too far off. Is it crazy not to remove a card here? We have Hexaghost. We have Hexaghost. Keep that in mind. I'm gonna upgrade this Berserk. I don't know, we got a crazy like run of powers, so I say we try this. We're at 22 health. With -2 strength, the Hexaghost actually might not hit us. Yeah, I was thinking that would be the case. Yeah, we'll save the Reaper for later for sure. Get a massive heal on this fight, ideally. I had more energy than I thought, right, because we have Berserk now. Slow down, me. Play the cards you're dealt. We should have this fight. That was a really, really good opening hand. Like, kind of exceptionally so. Could do Reaper now, or we could just wait. There's no real point. I know you have Mummy Hand, but remember a lot of powers do nothing the turn they're played. It's true. And yet, my brain says, we have Mummified Hand, let's pick up powers. Alright. Power Potion actually gonna be huge. Okay, okay. This is so hard. All of these cards are good. If I could add all of these cards to my deck right now, I would. I would genuinely add every single card here. Corruption is kind of broken, but it's not broken in our deck currently. I think our deck needs Offering. I think our deck needs Offering the most. It's like the best card. As much as I want Corruption, Dark Embrace combo, we don't have that many skills. We actually do need to pick up a fair bit of skills. That's a hard choice for me. Runic Pyramid, actually, I don't hate either. Velvet Choker potentially is okay as well. We do like energy. Runic Pyramid's not bad, though. I think I'd try it. It's a choice. I'm going to go this weird question mark route into the Elite. We're going to ignore the Flaming Elite over there. I'm going to try the shop. See what we get. Aha! Alright. So we have Strength. We've got an Offering. Dark Embrace. Gets a bash going. It's a cheapened Reaper, but kind of not the best Reaper. Then we just take a bunch of damage? Maybe. But maybe that's okay. We have Reaper in hand still. It's just getting bigger. It's just getting badder. 12 damage. Yeah, I think we can get out of the fight with this. That's not too bad. Second Dark Embrace is not as great. I'm off to sleep. Good luck. Thank you. Thank you very much, Alexand. Appreciate it. Alright. Then, what else do we got here? Thunderclap. I mean, Thunderclap Reaper is kind of classic. I think Battle Trance is just too solid to leave alone. Ooh. Necronomicon? Incaridian. Honestly, also not bad. Go to the shop. I think I like Anchor for like just a solid start. There's a lot of times we need just a turn to set up. Upgrade all strikes and defends. Honestly, not bad. I'm gonna take that option. Corruption. Alright. Alright. We take 2 damage. And we can get a big rupture. A big rupture is indeed in the cards. Sorry, big rupture. I mean, big Reaper. I guess we could get a rupture too, but that's not exactly what I was thinking about. I'll be honest. They're not dealing damage to me. I could make it so they deal damage to me. It's an interesting proposition. Remember, we don't discard cards. So we might as well wait. I gotta play around Runic Pyramid. We have like a really good deck. It's all just about how well I play around it now. Does 6 damage to everybody. Unfortunately, playing this would make it deal even less damage. So heal up quite a bit. And then just win the fight. Heal off of birds. Whirlwind. A Whirlwind is not my favorite card. Iron Wave is like a card that exists for sure. Remember, we aren't discarding cards, right? Something to be mindful of. Like, Whirlwind's a good card. It's a good card, and it's a good card not to discard. I would like... This only goes up by 1? Since when? This goes up to 2 strength. Drawing 5 cards. I think we just upgrade Offering. We want to draw 5 cards. It's super important to do. Alright. Inflamed. We got block going. We got a disarm. We got a bash. And do I want to play this? Maybe. But we don't have to. Rupture, strike, defend, defend gets us there. Now I can play the Whirlwind. Could be a tougher fight, potentially. He's doing big damage this turn. We really don't have a whole heck of a lot here. Alright, we're not drawing. I need to play this Berserk at some point, but there's never a good point to play the Berserk. So, let's weaken this guy. Play the Berserk. We have a Reaper that's worth a lot. We can defend still. I question the dev's choices when picking some of the numbers in this game. Yeah, Reaper's a terrible upgrade. Yeah, the one cost upgrade just doesn't make any sense. And yeah, I think it's fair to question the dev's choices. 2 times 5. Okay, it's still only 15 damage, so it's not too terrible for us. We can block a whole 15 damage pretty easily. Set this guy up for a big vulnerable next turn. See what we draw. Okay. 30 heal. Oop, should have done Reaper first. My bad. Horn Cleat. Okay, first turns are pretty good. I like Fire Breathing still. I know it's not like the perfect ideal here, but it's not a bad card. Arguably, we should just be toning our deck down, though. We kind of have all the pieces we need to win. I like Shrug It Off, though. Shrug It Off is a good card. Shrug It Off, Fire Breathing, Infernal Blade. All cards I like. I like True Grit, too, actually. True Grit kind of solves our hand problem, right? We need energy later. We don't have Evolve combo with Fire Breathing, so I think I'll hold off for now. I think maybe it's actually just True Grit with Runic Pyramid. At least I don't hate the idea of it. Alright, and this is a fight where we have to go fast. This would have been a nice one where they could attack us early, too. This would be a Berserk turn, I think. Disarm this guy. This could be a Reaper turn as well, but we could just do a Giant Whirlwind. I guess I want things that give me more energy. Yeah, energy is definitely the name of the game here. This is a Reaper option. Whirlwind at least takes down a guy. Well, we got the Reaper option, right? So I think that's fine to look at now. Okay. Either way, I think next turn we've got them with Whirlwind. Yeah, 11 times 4. That's 44. We're at full health. Good, good. Ooh, Burning Pact? I mean, maybe. I definitely want energy. I don't feel confident in my elite prospects. I do like Vulnerable being better. Pray to remove a card from the deck. Don't mind if I do. I think I'm actually going to remove Rupture. Definitely a wrong card to take. I'll get my choices earlier. Disarm could save my life. One of the better cards we have. Bust. Not terrible. I could be playing other cards and like trying to get the demon form to be cheaper. And that wouldn't be a bad call. But we're not worrying about that right now. Get rid of our strike. They're doing exactly 14 damage to us. So they don't mind a Berserk this turn. By don't mind, I mean we could just like deal enough damage to not care. Yeah, I guess like we're not taking damage anyways in this fight, so we might as well just chill a turn. Sure, heal him up. See if I care. Reaper's gonna get you all the same. You best fear it. Okay, impervious. That can get us to turns that we need to see. Let's Smith keep making stuff better. Pommel Strike, drawing 2 cards. And then I think we'll do another Pommel Strike, drawing 2 cards. Hey now. This is not cool. 3 times 5 is not a lot. Upgrading Whirlwind would matter quite heavily here. We don't take damage. We have Horn Cleat. We do get vulnerable, but it doesn't matter. Well, might as well add on to it. Still don't take damage. We can lose 6 HP. We don't mind it. We can do this to make sure we have enough to block. And then we can break through. Do some damage. Oh, we did too much damage. My bad. Now I have to be worried about this Reaper. Wait. It's 10 damage total. Hold up. Can I not, like, just strike this guy and get him into lethal? This does, unfortunately, just too much damage. Yeah, we do too much damage. Okay, well, we healed up anyways, so I guess it doesn't matter. Dexterity, Armaments. Armaments is a card if we needed more upgrades. We're not, like, super looking for upgrades. I think this is a skip from me. And then what? I was just saying Whirlwind. And it's going to be good on this fight. Okay, I think this is a run that can go all the way, especially if we just get Corruption right here. That seems like the play to win this run. Yeah, how about just having a bunch of super awesome good cards? Yeah, you're gonna attack me for a lot, but I don't even need to use these potions on this fight. Like, there's no way that's gonna be necessary. You're 52 block. It's kind of crazy. And we can disarm. I guess we should save our block cards. We don't want to run out of them too quickly. One thing I could do is maybe get rid of Battle Trance, perhaps. And we would have Infinite. If we have Sundial, we actually have like a very easy way to get to Infinite if we get Corruption on this very fight, which we have a better chance than usual thanks to Question Card. Okay, so how do I want to handle this? We need at least 2 blocks. Take 2 damage, it's fine. Yeah, this is where he's gonna go hit us kind of hard. But yeah, Sundial would be awesome here. So we want to hit up a shop, and then we want to get Corruption. And then I think we win. Like, I don't think it's actually that close, even. Though we do still have to set everything up. That's what our draw cards are for. Ooh, he's actually at 55 health. Maybe he's stronger than I thought. Nope, never mind. Do we heal off the boss? Sure, let's heal off the boss. It's our next act at full health. They never stood a chance. Fire Potion could help. Ooh, Feed. Feed is still good even now. Offering is still also very good even now. We don't need 2 Reapers most likely. I'm going to go with the Feed. And I don't know, maybe the Dexterity Potion could go. Fire Potion might save us more health. Fusion Hammer. I kind of don't need to Smith anymore. I do need to see more cards. So yeah, we'll take the energy. I need the energy. Okay. Now we have to face the Flaming Elite. We've basically just set ourselves on that path. We're gonna check out that shop, because the shop has something that I wanted. Chat, do you remember what the shop had that I wanted? I know I just said it, but like, I don't remember. I don't remember what it was. I'm gonna take some damage. But it's okay. We'll heal the damage later. So we can do an impervious. Get a decent damage going here. A better chance of corruption. Yeah, we wanted corruptor. We wanted corruption. Oh, we wanted sundial. Sundial. That was the thing. Yeah, sundial. Okay. We're also gonna have to figure out like a way to feed on this fight. It's kind of interesting. Alright, when we block, we get stuff too. Very interesting. I'll heal up now. They're not going to be able to damage me. We draw cards now, I suppose. They have to take a turn off. We're not scaling per se, but we're kind of strong enough. Yeah, we have the win. Cool. We actually get to feed these guys. As long as they're the last guy, you can feed off of them. We're gonna skip all that. Sundial. Sundial? No sundial. Ooh, Clockwork Souvenir. So what's our boss? Time Eater. Sundial already kills everything but heart. Yeah, exactly. So should we save our money for the sundial? Or we have potential to be rich enough that we could probably take Clockwork Souvenir and proceed from there. Barricade. Okay. Well, I don't hate Barricade. Bearing Pact. We can get rid of this strike. Offering. I like how fast we can get through our deck. Ironclad feels so good. Vulnerable is just so much stronger now too. We can be vulnerable, it won't matter. I guess we can play the Impervious, it doesn't matter if we play it or not. Then we don't want to get rid of feed, so we keep it. This guy scales, but who cares? True Grit being upgraded would help us. Yeah, getting that max health. It's very important we get the max health. You know what I was also thinking would help us is an armaments right now. I think we could fight for the rare relic. We have potions. Combustion could help us. Try to take out whoever's weakest. Or I guess strongest, weakest. However you want to think about it. I'm gonna drink this power potion right now. Okay, we got corruption. It's very strong. It's like the 1 damage. Offering to draw into more draw cards, ideally. That was made free. Good armaments here. We can try drawing. There's the Dark Embrace, but it won't be super good this turn. Are we already blocking for full? Basically. Basically already have full blocks here. So strike gets us closer. Defend isn't something we need to do. We could play this just to get rid of this card. Wait, I thought we couldn't draw. Oh, right. No, we had the Clockwork Souvenir, so we are able to draw. All right. I have no idea why I played that. Oh, I played the Impervious, so we could play this card. Right. Okay. Then we heal. We have 1 energy left. And this guy will be in range next turn. Alright. Wait. Oh, it does 5 damage with combustion. No, I did too much damage. Okay. Well, that guy goes down. Vulnerable is very effective. Vulnerable is just very effective. Fossilized Helix, also not bad. Another disarm for the heart, potentially. Shockwave's pretty good as well. It's our 1 avenue for weaken. I like disarm plus a lot, though. Against the Time Eater, it's actually not bad either. Sure. We have 1 guaranteed shop for the removal. Normality is rough. Normality Pyramid is bad. Careful with Trance Souvenir in fights where it matters. Yeah. Gotta be careful that we make use of the Trance Souvenir. Or make use of the artifact when we need it. There's a part of me that wants to do the Normality, but Normality is really bad. We don't get a shop till after some of our hardest fights this act, which is also pretty bad. And we don't have great ways of discarding Normality. And by don't have great ways, I mean we don't have any way to discard Normality. I said Burning Pact. Or a, what's called True Grit. So we'd have to save it. We do have answers. So like if we do draw Normality, we have answers. Yeah, Burning Pact and but the problem is like when we draw Normality, it cuts our turn short. We probably make enough money anyways, so let's go for the obtain rare relic for the boss. It's the most common, like, just good option for us, right? Even if it feels a little bit lame. Oh, we might as well spend all our energy on this turn. Because we got Barricade first turn. So we won't take any damage from this fight. Yeah, offering on the Fossilized Helix is also a thing we have to watch out for. Yeah, this really won't matter too much. I don't expect us to take any damage from this fight. I don't think damage is going to happen. Alright. I'm just like playing through our deck here. Might as well play the demon form so we have some stuff a-going. Deck looks pretty solid. I was waiting for the 8x6 jump scare from Hexa. That'd be funny. We'd still get a turn to prepare, and honestly, a turn to prepare with this deck would have been fine. We could have handled the 8x6 jump scare. This deck is pretty well suited to it, in fact. Yeah, we'll definitely bash here. Get him down low. And we just have to make sure we can feed. 40 damage. Easy. It's 4 max HP. Stone Calendar? Sure. Flex is interesting. Flex is 4 strength immediately with Clockwork. Alright, evolve. Don't think this matters, but we might as well play cards. No reason to play our defense yet. Unfortunately, they got rid of our weakness immediately. We're going to need to play Demon Form. We can try to make it cheaper, but we probably won't have much luck. Alright. Well, it's not the end of the world. Oh, you would have been fine, but it's always funny. I have taken that a lot in the fight, and Feed and Reaper, no block. Yeah. Makes sense. Oh, they're going to do 10 whole damage to me? Crazy. I guess we'll just block. Alright, Giant Head. Now is where you show your true form. Am I prepared enough? I don't know. Maybe. Did get to Reaper a little bit, but not as much as I would have liked. Souvenir blocking Blessed Fallen also good. Yeah. Yeah, Souvenir... Clockwork Souvenir and Fossilized Helix are two of my favorite relics in the game. They unlock a lot. And Mummified Hand is also, of course, doing so much here. I guess we'll just Impervious. We have to hit him a little bit. Maybe I don't feed on the Giant Head. Because we need a draw. Alright, we can heal off of Reaper potentially next turn. So we can chill with this turn. Get rid of a defend. Reaper does 48 damage. I mean, they're unfortunately hitting me for quite a lot. Feed only does 73. Okay. Guess I'm taking damage. Big Head got me. $47 plus 55, not quite enough. 50, heal. We'll heal up. It's fine. Hey, whenever you apply vulnerable, apply weak. Actually, amazing. And then, yeah, I don't see a reason not to take offering here. Okay, we gotta take Sapphire Key. I actually wouldn't mind Art of War, but Sapphire Key it is. Do I want to do a fight? Oh, we didn't have to take Sapphire Key. Well. Oh well then. The real question is, do I want a campfire or do I just want 2 more fights? 2 more fights is 2 more chances at corruption. Corruption is pretty nice. Gets us to more infinite territory. Gets us more gold as well. So a card I'd really like to upgrade. Not particularly. I think we're fine as is, so sure. 2 more fights. It's gonna hurt slightly, but we'll be okay. Alright, and then we'll Reaper later for value to heal us back up. We just have to be cautious as we approach the fight here. We could Berserk here. Get a free demon form. Free offering. Might as well wait. Not gonna get to heal a whole lot off of Reaper, unfortunately. It's just the way this fight works. Yeah. Unfortunately. It's just a little bit of a heal. But, ooh, fairy in a bottle. That gives me confidence. We don't need any of that. Meal ticket. I guess that'll be nice for when we go to the shop. Sure. Would have rather had Art of War. Hey, that demon form became free. Lucky us. I forgot about Berserk vulnerable. I never take the card. You know, Berserk with only one vulnerable, like when it's upgraded, it's actually pretty good. Here's 4 strength for free. I guess we're gonna play Impervious. We'll draw more cards for this turn. Good fight to heal, potentially. We'll be going all in on a lot of these cards. Okay, Reaper, that's a full heal, I think. And if not, it's pretty dang close, and now it's definitely a full heal. Play the Whirlwind, and then we're drawing feed next turn. Perfect. That'll do. Hopefully. Hopefully that'll do anyways. We actually don't have attacks in our hand. Okay, there's a Pommel Strike. Okay, I have to play this. Okay, we did draw a strike. Perfect. Alright. Now we get to feed. Almost 100 HP is pretty darn good. I think I'll keep the colorless potion. We could dual wield. Dual wield's actually maybe insane here. Second wind wouldn't be bad either if we were going for the true infinite, right? If we're going for infinite, if we want Sundial to give us that infinite, we could take the second wind here. Dual wield is kind of snazzy here, though. It's really just gonna duplicate like a free demon form or something, and then maybe duplicate a feed. I mean, duplicating feed even is pretty good. I like dual wield. I don't know if that's the correct choice, but it feels pretty alright. We can already disarm here. The problem is, even if you don't, it doesn't cause you to take damage. Next turn is 1 energy for 1 card draw. A Seeing Red with no exhaust synergy, and turn 3, it's still like Seeing Red with no exhaust synergy. Yeah, it really depends on how long your fights end up going. I think most of our fights have gone beyond turn 4 here. Like, I don't disagree in that it's not like the best card. But I think it actually has like a decent amount of utility. It is definitely a bit too slow for a rare. I agree with that. I don't think it should be a rare. I rarely take the card myself. But the one vulnerability is really not much of a cost, and when we saw it on Act 1, it felt pretty good with Mummified Hand, so... like, on this run in particular, I think it was good. I don't think it's good for every run, for sure. Trying to see if there's a world in which I could dual wield a free demon form. There probably was, but I'd have to get lucky. Alright. Dual wield shenanigans are so much fun. You're gonna put Burns in my deck. I don't like that, but I can't do anything about it either. Burning Pack, get rid of Battle Trance. We can Armaments finally. And just chill out. This guy is a joke now. He only does 3 damage on his turn. A little bit pathetic. This is working out for us. Get the vulnerable, it lasts multiple turns. Draw cards. Okay. I don't hate that. It's pretty immune to damage this turn. That's what the Impervious is for. Get rid of another defend while we're at it. And I guess we could dual wield feed in case that ends up being something we need to do. I'll play a card to get rid of a card in our hand. Alright, and now we can probably just Reaper to full. Feed, feed. Easy. Full health. Letter opener. Another Inflame. I mean, there's a point where it's too much. But is now that point? We only have 1 Inflame. It's just like slightly faster scaling, right? It's not bad. We have a lot of draw. I'm okay taking it because we have a lot of draw. And then Sundial. Come on, show up. No? Alright. Well, Apotheosis. Not honestly the best Apotheosis. I think we just remove a card. Probably just remove a strike. That feels good. And then we hope Sundial's in the final shop. You get the next 2 curses you obtain. We can also take a Gambler's Brew over the Colorless Potion. We're not likely to get any curses between now and the final fight. Yeah, I don't think we take any of the rest of these. We take 1 more fight when we get to see it. I guess I'll recall, because the rest might be useful after a fight. In case we take some damage. Hey, Demon Form. It's kind of funny. Alright, and I guess we win. That was a fight. Sure. Headbutt, headbutt, headbutt. Is that the play? Is Shrug It Off the play? I don't know if any of these are the play. We didn't see what we wanted to see. Okay. Book Relic Mummy Hand is super cool? Yeah. Yeah. Gradient's Grave, Fossilized Helix, this is all cool stuff. Right, we have a Disarm this turn. I'm debating whether I want this Flex or not. Yeah, Enchiridion. Enchilada Book? Is that what some people call it? I don't mind going all in this turn. In terms of what cards we're playing. Because we have another Demon Form. That lets me play Berserk. Now it doesn't matter. 9 cards left. A few cards left to get copied. 1, 2. Okay, then we could copy this Demon Form. And it would stay free, but it doesn't get to stay free. Okay, that's funny. Yeah, a little bit of a mistake, but we're probably going to be fine. We have super scaling Demon Form. The awkward part about this fight is we do have to like play cards to get them out of our hand. 42 damage. Alright, now we want to draw Impervious. which we can do, but it's a little hard. Drew Impervious. Great. Activate Colorless Potion. I mean, this might be one of our harder fights. I'm down to make this an easier fight. Can I play 3 more cards? I cannot. So we have to chill. And we can take some damage. We have Reaper, right? So we can go down fairly low and just come back strong. Jack of all trades, not exactly what I want to see. Running into having too many cards is a problem. Okay. Let's manage our turns a little bit better. Demon Form solves a lot. Yeah, Demon Form solves this fight eventually. Like, we do win. We'd probably just want to scale them slowly. Tim isn't that scary with some health if you don't play cards. That's true. I was just thinking that. I'm like, I probably should just chill out. Keep that Impervious in hand. 68 damage on this turn. It's pretty good. Can I play 4 cards this turn? I probably can. So I think because I can play 4 cards this turn, we will try to do that. Just like play a flex or something. Okay. And then next turn we'll beat him down. Dude's got no power here. Tim attacks for 3. Or sorry, Tim attacks for 0. Good old Time Eater. I can't attack once more unless I want to go all in on the next turn. Which I'm not like against per se. Five cards? Do I think I can get him in 5 cards next turn? Oh, I forgot about Stone Calendar. Dark Shackles can also reset. Yeah, that makes sense. I figured that might be the case. Anyways. A double feed. We want to Reaper. Oh shit. That's fine. We'll feed. We'll feed. It'll be okay. It's alright. 30 block panic. It'll be okay. We actually have a lot of damage. Yeah, we can't gain any block. Alright, next turn we win. We just didn't pay attention for a second there. But it was all good. You can make sure he has a nice trip. Cool, 107 health. Not bad. Runic Pyramid, proving it's worth yet again. So, this guy's scary. We kind of play a lot of powers. I don't have a way like to not play powers. I feel like Thunderclap is pretty good considering the boss. Yeah. I don't have a way to not play powers. So we're gonna draw. Oh, we accidentally used that. Well, it's actually not the worst thing in the world. Funny enough, it doesn't matter if we berserk here or not. I do want to for the extra energy. What if we just win, like, instantly, huh? Does playing powers outscale damage? I'm honestly not sure. I am honestly not sure either. Time to find out together. Can we outscale this guy? Only time will tell. And we do have some ways to reset his damage, right? Like, that is a thing that we have. This whirlwind already, like, takes care of his dudes. Ooh, actually we could feed multiple times on these guys. Oh no. Oh no, the sub-optimization. I just realized we could feed multiple times. Okay, well, if we can feed multiple times, we have to try that. That sounds way too cool. Get rid of a strike. Hopefully we don't take too much more damage. And then, are we taking any damage? Not anymore, we're not. Alright. Depends on the power from Demon Form. In Flame, maybe not. Yeah, I mean, in Flame's, yeah, questionable play for sure, but look at this. 12 times 4, that's a lot of damage this guy wants to deal to me. Seems like a bit much, honestly. He should probably chill out. Here we get a feed. Did that guy count? That guy counted, right? Yeah, that guy counted. Okay, cool. So we get to feed all the times. I was looking for Dark Shackle. Okay, so funny enough, I thought I had Dark Shackles because we had it that one time. We don't have Dark Shackles. Yeah, that guy counts? Yeah. Yeah, they do. Let's try to block. Then we could just try to not draw cards next turn. Oops, oops. Yeah, I was preparing for a big Dark Shackles turn. That didn't happen. I guess we just have more stall turns to come up with. It's just a whoopsie. Okay, here's a big turn from him. 14 times 4 is a lot of damage. I'd prefer he had less damage than that. How much damage is this? How much damage is that? Are you 14 times 4, just to make sure I don't die. What is that? 40 plus 16, so 56. Okay, we're not dead. If we're not dead, we're alive. Well, barely. Easy. Should have doubled up the Reaper that turn. Big misplay. Huge misplay. Holy crap. Okay, he's dealing 48 damage. As I knew he would. Yeah, you hit a fold in Act 4, do you? That's good news. We'll feed, it doesn't work, but it's fine. Hey, Stone Calendar. I got him. Okay. So we have a big strike and then a big feed. Perfect. When you rest, you have a hammer. Also, meal ticket. Oh, I see. Yeah, you're right. We just heal no matter what. I see what you're saying. It's not that you actually healed Act 4. It's just you will essentially do that. Totally makes sense. Okay, I'm feeling good. We have our fairy in a bottle. Yeah, we're guaranteed to heal to full. You're not wrong. 119 HP. That's what you like to see. Sundial. No sundial. Nunchaku. Nunchaku's not bad. Frozen Eye, I'm just not gonna... Nope. Yeah, getting extra energy, that seems fine. And the only other thing we can afford is a Wild Strike. This blood potion's funny. The fact that it's just 3 blood potions, all for different prices. I don't know if the shopkeeper knows what they're doing. Impervious was another potential option, but 29 card deck. Okay, we're not too crazy with it. That's good. Offering is going to hit ourselves here. That's fine. Dark Embrace. This guy technically does the most damage. It's one of those turns that's hard to navigate oftentimes. Might not have effective disarm turns, honestly. Just doesn't seem like something we could reasonably do. Okay. Not terrible. Yeah, it could be worse. It could be a lot worse. Draw 3 cards. My hand is full. Oh, we don't even get to draw 3 cards. Wow, you're still doing 40. God, these guys are hard. You have to scale pretty dang fast to deal with them, don't you? There's our demon form. I think we only need 1 demon form. I'm gonna copy up a Reaper. Just in case we get rid of a Reaper. Okay, we did not get rid of Reaper. Instead, we were able to block somewhat effectively. Now this guy's gonna do his big attack turn. And we need to turn towards him. Ow. Oh, Reaper's coming. Reaper's gonna do some work. Alright, now we can... we can't quite disarm that guy. Maybe we could just, like, beat them, though. Like... Part of me thinks that that's possible. The other part of me is seeing the hand that we were dealt here and not excited about it. They get another stack of artifact? I think they did. That's a little rude. Dual wield berserk. It's a thing we could do. We're just taking a solid beating from these guys. We can heal it all back up. Okay. I think this is the time. This might look crazy to some, because it is crazy. But like, I have faith that we can come through. Get fed on. We're blocked for the burns. Play this. We got a nunchaku. Alright. We'll heal next turn if we can take out their block. It's like anything that can take out their block, please. Please and thank you. We can even dual wield Reaper and get a strike in. Whetstone. Heck yeah. Sentinel? Maybe. Maybe Sentinel's actually really good here. Alright, upgrade our feed. Then hopefully we can feed on the heart. Time to find out if we have what it takes. Frozen Eye would be good to exercise and thinking ahead. That's true. But I don't want to think ahead. Yeah, might as well use the offering here. We can disarm him. Probably just gonna end up playing the Sentinel. Play the upgraded Inflame. Play the free disarm. That gets us a lot. Burning Pact a strike down. Okay, we got a demon form. Oh, we got so lucky. We got the double demon form scaling. Okay, ate up one of our curses there. That wasn't my wisest move. Not the end of the world either. We'll disarm him again. I don't know if we should keep a disarm or not. I also probably shouldn't just like not play feed, but we're doing that. Okay, they don't have any damage on us this turn. It's fine. That wound's just gonna stay in our hand, isn't it? Okay, 58 damage. Ooh, we're not quite impervious to that, are we? Not as impervious as I would like to be, anyway. Alright. 47 damage. How are we going to deal with that one? It's a good question. Okay, so they do get rid of all debuffs, and then they get strength. I was curious about that. I wasn't sure if it was just like a certain amount of strength they got, or if they got rid of all debuffs and then got rid of strength. So yeah, there's no point in doing the double disarm on turn 1. So that's a lesson for the future. Hopefully we don't pay for it right now. Yeah, heart clears the strength down, yeah. This definitely was something I wasn't sure about how it worked exactly. I don't want to go down. A little 30% of your max HP. But we don't have lots of ways. We never got the corruption combo, so we've unfortunately had to think so much of this time. Could be worth it to make sure they die in exactly 2 turns. I can see that working for us. Burning Pact, it could come. 4, so we're taking, this is like the huge damage turn, right? And we have to try not to die. That's extremely hard to do. Then we need to win in 2 turns still. It's only strength down with Trashe. You play Dark Shackles, loses the 15 strength and gets the plus 15 from the Shackles debuff. Then Heart hits for 17 times 15. That's that's crazy. Okay. Get to exhaust our wound. And we still need to hit this guy. He's now not going to die in as many turns as I needed him to. Okay, we're actually almost dead. Now I have to be extremely cautious with what I play. And we still need to beat him in 2 turns. So 1. 2. 3. I do need to beat him this turn. Oh, we have the stone counter. I didn't have to go as I thought. Okay, so now we just have to win this turn. It's just that simple. It's also just that easy. Time to feed the heart. Got him. Alright. Ooh. I had to actually think about that one. Oh hey, we got our victory. And that's going to do it for me tonight. I'm going to call it there. That was a fun time spiring. I think I'm getting a little bit better. I mean, we made it further with like each run that we did than last time, the silent one notwithstanding. This was a little bit better than last time. GG, holy cow, I can't believe you lived. Not even close. Yeah, not even close. Oh boy. Alright. Well, thanks everybody for joining, and tomorrow I'll be back with Across the Obelisk. And then I'll probably be playing a lot of Slay the Spire next week, leading up to Slay the Spire 2. And then of course we'll be playing that when it comes out. So I hope you all have a great day or night wherever you are, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.